Well, ugly dudes. I'm the Earl of Preston.
And I am the Duke of Ted.
Put them in the Iron Maiden.
Iron Maiden? Excellent!
Execute them.
Oh, yes.
I've had enough. I've had enough. I've seen enough.
My point to you, Howard, is what you do to people all the time.
Okay.
Listen, I paid my debts with you. I paid my dues because of you.
What do
And
you
you're
mean?
saturnine. See, I love you. I love you all. But
Right.
when sometimes you guys play a little rough
Go ahead.
to the world, okay?
Right, yeah.
And people like me and other kinds of Beckys in sort of a way, it's like you don't realize how responsible you guys really should be. You should be a little more responsible. In that, when I wake up in the morning and you have an angry viewpoint, that's valid. But it's invalid to, trash certain segments of society the way you do, and makes them feel as if they have no power in the world. By doing what you do, being a kind of a Millhouse, being a Capricorn, you must understand that it's essential that you take more responsibility with your vibrations in the morning.
Her movement, her dancing, her voice.
Ted, you're on!
Come on, sing it. Good morning, everybody. Okay, everybody loves this show because it's a lot of fun. You never know what's going to happen. That's what's great about it. It's like a football game. You never know what the ending's going to be. All right. I got a bunch of tapes to play for you that I've been holding on to for about 2 weeks. I got to pay off on my bet, Chisano, already.
I was going to say, have you paid up?
No, I do that on the air, you know.
Well,
I don't even know that I have... Put your hand down. I'm not giving you the money that quick.
You don't even know what?
There's always a secondary bet.
A secondary bet?
Yeah, double or nothing.
Oh. Want to go for Kurt number 3?
Yeah. Let me take a break. I'll pay everybody off. We're going to get right to our busy phones. I'm sorry we didn't get to any yesterday. It's just that the phone calls were bad, and it turned me off to the phone calls.
It's your fault.
Right. It was just a series of bad phone calls, one after another.
Well, I just wanted people to remember,
Yeah.
if you want the phone call segment, make them good.
Also, women, get ready to dial in. We need women for the big Super Bowl show that we do every year here.
Oh, yes, my big day off.
Your day off, Robin. The big Super Bowl show. Listen, let me take a break here, and we'll be back right after these words.
Howard Stern will be back after this on 87.1 The Eagle. Ladies and gentlemen, Howard Stern.
Sounding a little deep today, but the reason for that is I went to bed at 6 o'clock last night, so I've been asleep. I've been in my chambers for a good 11 hours.
Now, why were you in bed at 6 o'clock?
I was tired.
Oh, you did not sleep the night before, I thought.
Yeah, I went to bed. Plus, my wife said, go to bed early in case I have to wake you up to have the baby. Of course, she didn't wake me up.
Not at all.
Not at all. Not a peep.
Not even one scare.
Well, if you got yelled at like she did yesterday afternoon, you wouldn't have woken me up either. I told you the baby has to be practically coming out before you wake me up.
Really? You're going to deliver that baby at home, you keep
You're not kidding. Hold on, I got to get my wallet.
I have this feeling she's going to go into labor Friday night.
Oh, yeah? I don't even know that I have $100 on me. I owe everybody money. I'm going to have to pay them off tomorrow.
Are you welding?
Nah, forget double or nothing. I give up. I don't think now she's not going to... I don't think she's going to have the baby till Sunday night.
Sunday night?
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
That's my guess. Oh, my lower back hurts. Oh, I don't know why. I don't understand.
Is it more or less? I never know whether you're getting better or you're getting worse.
I think I'm getting worse. But I know it's tension because I wake up in the morning and it feels okay.
And as soon as you get here...
It hurts.
Oh, boy. When you go home?
Yeah, it hurts there, too.
Oh.
All right, let's see. I owe $20 to Chiasano because I said the baby would come today. $20 to Jackie Joke Man.
Mm-hmm.
$20 to... Fred won't make me pay, so I'll put that back in my pocket. $20 to Fred. $20 to...
Gary.
Going through all my money. My wife was even yelling at me. What are you doing?
You're such a big spender.
Well, I thought I was going to win.
Big man on campus.
$20 to Gary.
Throwing your money around.
Fred, I heard you never cashed Robin's check.
No, I didn't.
He doesn't do that.
No, I didn't.
Robin paid you a bet, $250,
Yes, she did.
and you never cashed it.
Never cashed
Why?
the check. I don't know. It was just all I wanted to do was have her pay the thing, and that was good enough for me. That was it. I didn't really want the money. It was just the principle.
You say that a lot. All's I wanted to do.
Okay.
All's I wanted to do. That's part of his upbringing.
Yeah, well,
All
that's
I wanted to do.
All's I
Connecticut
wanted.
thing.
Yeah, all's I wanted to do. All I wanted to do.
Yeah.
All I wanted to do.
Right.
That's it.
It's the last country thing I have to take out of Fred. All's I wanted to do is
Pounded
get
up
the...
with a brick.
He's like Green Acres over there.
Little Abner.
Little Abner.
Airbag.
All's I want to do is get that chick. And then when I get that chick, I know she's an honest woman. That's your last bumpkin affect that we have to get rid of before you're a cosmopolitan Fred Norris. So there'll be no hint of hillbilly in you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, thank you kindly, Bubba.
So,
How did you know he didn't ever cash the check?
Jackie told me.
Oh.
Yeah. No, he
Well-
mentioned it to me. I didn't.
Yeah.
He said he wasn't.
Why? But why would you bug her? I don't get it.
Well, I think I was the one bugging her more than Fred, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
And I cashed it Toronto.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
We threw
Jackie
big
wrote a
party.
note on it.
Yeah, we threw a big party with the
Fred,
money.
why don't you cash and give me the money? I'll take Robin's money.
I'll see if I can find it then.
Yeah.
I'll sign my name. You can have it.
There you go. I have no problem taking that. All right. Then I won't feel so
I'm there
bad.
for you to have it, Fred.
I won't feel so bad about the bet I just lost. All right, Chiasano, come in and get your money, you dog. First thing in the morning, he goes, what was that he said, Fred? Chiasano?
Oh, it was some kind of Confucius kind of thing.
Yeah, wait, he'll say it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure he practiced all night.
Yeah. He had a big line. He goes, hey, all I want to say. What did you say,
He was
Tom?
mouthing it over and over on the train.
I said, all I want to say
Yeah.
is fast pay makes fast friends.
Yeah. Fast pay makes fast friends.
Now,
All
I have,
right.
I have an idea with the money.
Go ahead.
My idea with the money is either we make a second bet or
Yeah.
I contribute my money back and we buy, when your daughter is born, we buy her some kind of a bond.
Do me
That's
a
what I like to do.
Just take the 20,
No, I don't
please.
want the
Tom,
20.
take the 20.
I don't
Come on,
want
a
the
bet.
20.
I'm not going to bet with you anymore if you don't take the money. It's a man's thing. You take it. Take the 20.
You want to buy his daughter a bond?
You want to buy a bond? Go ahead. No, that's next.
All right.
$20 bond you're going to get.
Because Martling hates when he starts hearing bonds. And
I was going to shake Jackie's hand, but I don't want to touch him with those.
Don't. What are you, high? Don't touch Jackie's hand.
Go. I'm trying to work.
What kind of work? Yeah, someone's trying to do some work. Chiasano, Confucius Chiasano. Yeah, and I see Jackie's face turn ashen as soon as Chiasano goes, I think we take the money and contribute, and Jackie sees contribute, and like the pores. Because I got news for you. The reason I made Chiasano take the money, I wouldn't contribute to anything. I would have taken the money.
Sure.
So here, Jackie, here's your
The
20.
idea of betting is to get the money.
Right, here's your 20.
Thank you, Bo.
Fred,
Okay, doke.
2 tens, Fred, for you.
2 cents is great. Thank you very much.
Who else did I bet, Robin?
Gary, I thought.
All right, Gary. Come in and collect. My wife disappointed me and didn't have the baby last night. Would have been a perfect night because they have no meetings today afterwards.
You could have had a nice day off.
Yeah. Thursday I have meetings with several authors as I continue to work on my book. I have many meetings.
You're writing with someone?
Writing with someone, yes. I've written most of the pages. All they have to do is clean them up.
Those three, and then they clean them.
All right. They clean. As I write, they clean. All right, Gary, would you prefer 2 tens or a 20?
2 tens.
All right.
Baba Booey.
There you go. And who else did I bet? Is that it?
I think that would be, what, $100, right?
Let's see.
Yeah,
1,
say
2,
Scott.
3, 4.
Scott? Bet?
No. Maybe Stuttering John? Maybe I only bet 4 guys.
No, I think you only bet 4 people.
Oh, good. Okay. I thought
I was the
had-
last one in.
All right. Very good. Save myself 20, Robin. Damn.
Trying to hold on to some of your money.
Yeah, I always lose. I always lose these bets.
You know what? I would have gone with you yesterday.
I know.
And that's why I stayed out of it.
And I don't like betting you because we don't like losing to each other. So let's make.
But I was going to be on your side. I was going to say, oh yeah, she'll have the.
Don't even listen to me. I get crazy in here, make stupid bets.
Didn't you just win a $250 bet on something?
No, I lost $300 at the card game. I never win bets.
What was the last big bet we made?
No, I know what it was. The Super Bowl, not the Super Bowl. It was one of those football pools that I was in. And everyone thought no, I lost, but everyone thought I won. And then Baba Booey called me and told me I won a couple $100.
Uh-huh.
But I had lost, and everyone had the impression that I won. Damn. All right.
Just not good at these games a chance.
Here again, that rumor popping up in the newspaper, I see. Howard Stern, rumored to be the 12:30 replacement for David Letterman.
Oh.
I think just some little rumors going around, Robin. But Super Agent Don Buchwald will be out at the NAPI convention.
Yes, he's dispatching himself.
Yes, he will be there. Okay, here's an article on Captain Jenks we'll read later in the show. Shock Jocks Commando. He is my commando.
Is he your commander?
Yeah, he is, I guess.
He's your little Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, he is. He really is. Clinton's inauguration bash inspires hope, whimsy among local backers.
What's that?
I wish I could read these articles that are faxed to me. I don't think Clinton won big, Torino said. Everybody wanted to get rid of Bush. It wasn't Clinton himself that people liked. Torino, the owner of the Hoboken club Redheads, has already sent $15 to Perot's United We Stand effort in Texas. Torino said she is surprised Clinton didn't invite controversial radio personality Howard Stern to the inauguration. Howard was on every day telling people to vote for Clinton, Torino said with a laugh. He helped get him elected. Oh, thank you.
That's very nice. Torino.
Thank you, Torino. Whoever Torino is. Oh, Joan Torino,
okay.
A Ross Perot supporter. I guess she was down at the Clinton inauguration. In other words, I had more of a right to be there than anybody, seeing as how I got him votes. I didn't see Michael Jackson get him votes. See? Right?
I agree, but like I said, they only recognize people who sign up.
Yes. That is correct. All right. Ready to take some phone calls? Get started. What is it?
I just figured out who you owe the other 22.
Who?
Jonathan Lawton.
Do I?
I think you bet him.
Oh,
yeah, he was in here.
Oh, the hell with him. I'm not giving him a dime. I'm not paying him anything, Rob.
So how did your meeting go yesterday?
Well, the writing meeting?
Yeah.
Well, we had the writer for my movie in, Jonathan Lawton, the famed writer. You know, he wrote 2 movies that are very famous movies, Rob.
Yes, he did.
Pretty Woman and Under Siege.
Those are the 2.
Those are the 2. And, when you look at him, it's hard to believe that out of that body came those 2 movies,
You've
right?
been talking to him.
Yeah. He's a dull guy.
You wonder, where is all that going on?
It's weird hanging around with him because he's one of those guys that every minute I'm like, so what do you want to do now? I feel like, because he just sits there.
Yeah.
So you don't know what he wants to do.
I don't know what he's doing.
He's doing research for the movie.
Okay.
He's studying me. And the gang,
That's interesting. Because he was you disappeared somewhere for a while.
Yeah.
And I said, I'll stay here and entertain him until Howard gets
Good.
back. Only you never came back.
No. I figured you guys would handle that.
You were gone a long time.
Yeah, I know, because when I came back in the room, I saw Jackie was a little upset that I was gone that long. I could tell what was going on.
I finally had to bail on the guys.
No, but I had to, I had to take care of some other business, so...
told the guy every old story there was.
Did you? Yeah. Good. Write it into the movie.
I left him in there, and Freddie says something about Jackie and, his famous finger.
Yeah.
And, he'll put it. I said, tell Jonathan that story.
Yeah.
So I left him telling him that story.
Jonathan's a storyteller, but meanwhile, we're busy telling him stories. So, so we had this meeting where I figured, hey, Jonathan could watch the radio show. I think he might even come back today and watch the radio show. I don't know. He said he might. But I let him in there watch the radio show so he could... I don't know why, because I really don't play a radio guy, but he just wanted to see what we do.
Mm.
And then I said afterwards, me, Jackie, and Fred will sit back there and write a bit, and we'll let Jonathan watch while we write. So we came back, and I was pretty tired yesterday. My back was hurting.
Well, when you kill that first hour after the show, that's the hour when
Yeah.
we're still up. And
Right.
Right,
By 12 o'clock, we're spent.
And it was after 12 before you showed up again.
Well, that's what I've tried to explain to people, that if they don't leave me alone after the show, that I can't get anything done. They don't understand that you're beat.
Right.
You're spent. You've done 5 hours on the air, and 2 hours go by, and you're wasted. They don't understand that, though. You just can't come up with any funny ideas. You just sit there like a blank wall.
Right,
You're
you
staring
turn
at the wall.
off.
Yeah. But I had some important stuff I had to take care of. So I went, I came back, and then we just stared at each other, and we said, hey, Jonathan, we really can't write anything.
Because Jake was probably already half asleep by then.
Oh, yeah. He was like, well, you know, I'm on Nutrisystem, I'm dieting.
He was sliding while I was in there.
Yeah, because we were trying to, he was definitely spaced out. So I was trying to, come up with some ideas. I came up with an idea where we would do a bit, Andy and Mayberry. First said, let's do something on Katie Beers. I said, okay, Floyd the barber gets 10-year-old Opie down in his little cell he's digging.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Ooh, Opie, you're a nice boy.
wait till my dad finds out.
And then Andy and Mayberry. Well, it's actually Floyd the barber and Barney. They get Opie down in the.
Barney knows about it. Huh?
Barney knows about it, but he's embarrassed because Barney's into Opie physically. And Aunt B, he's busy being raped by a biker gang. So
Again?
Second time around for her. But, it was a whole takeoff on this Katie Beers thing. We were going to write it, show off a little to Jonathan, show him how well we write, but it got too weird and everyone was too tired, so we went home.
Oh.
Everybody just left.
I wondered about him. Well, now, how is he spending his evenings?
Well, his wife's here. And,
she is?
yeah.
Okay, because I was like, is he sitting in a hotel room alone somewhere?
And he's also doing research, because in the movie Fart Man, I don't mind telling you this, I play a pornographer.
You really do? Because
Yeah.
you mentioned that before.
So he's been going to meeting pornographers and researching.
Oh.
Is that true?
Yeah. So he's...
Amazing.
Yeah.
A pornographer.
A pornographer, yeah.
And PG.
PG, that went out the window the first day. It's my new line, I don't even know what they're talking about. How am I going to play a pornographer and make it a PG movie? A movie for kids about pornography.
Oh, that's interesting, huh?
Yeah. I'm going to be lucky if I come in with an R on this
Disney
movie.
wants this.
Yeah, Touchstone called me. A pornographer. Isn't that convenient? That's why I hired him. I said, hey, this guy knows what he's doing.
That's all he had to say. I
Yeah.
bet you didn't even hear anything after that.
Let me get this straight. I'm a pornographer? Okay.
You're in.
We're going to give this movie a new rating. NC Anybody. I don't know what they call it. 3 men and a pornographer. You see, it's me and 2 guys. And so this is no way this is going to be PG. This is going to be a movie for adults, or parents who want to bring their kids.
And explain.
See, this is something, this is why, the FCC is after me and everything, but they don't understand something. There are no 12 to 17-year-olds listening to this show. We don't get any, in Cleveland, our ratings went through the roof. You know where our ratings went down?
Where?
12 to 17-year-olds. We don't have any.
You see, but Howard, you have to read the fine print.
Right.
The FCC has no problem with you saying there's not any 12 to 17-year-olds.
Right.
Their problem is it's a possibility.
Yeah, the possibility exists. Even though none of them listen.
Yeah. If, they could accidentally do it one day.
Yeah, something might happen. They might fall on the dial. Little kids, they're teen kids, like 12, 13, they're not interested in this show. They're really not. And if they are, their parents are going to know they're listening to. When are they going to listen to it? Getting ready for
right.
school?
Well, how do you sneak it out of the house?
Yeah.
And listen to it at 6 o'clock in the morning.
And I say if the parenting is that bad that they don't know what the kids listen to between 6 and 10 in the morning when the kids are supposed to be getting into school in the school bus.
Believe me, a lot of other things are going on.
Right.
Too.
I say that I wouldn't worry about those kids. They're lost. I wouldn't worry about the influence of this show on them. It's all bogus. It's all a phony issue. It's all a phony issue. Let me take some phone calls, or do I have to take a break?
Break.
All right, let me take a break, and then we'll start up the phone calls right after these words.
The Howard Stern Show will return in a moment on 97.1 The Eagle.
6:35 at the Eagle. I'm Les Colinas checking traffic. Got a bunch of debris in the road on westbound I-30 East R.L. Thornton at Jim Miller. It's partially blocking the left lane. A fender bender westbound 175 CF Hahn, the service road at Kleberg, just east of I-20 LBJ in southeast Dallas. Signal lights are malfunctioning on Denton Drive at Walnut Hill and Lemon at Shorecrest. In Fort Worth, an injury accident reported westbound I-30 the West Freeway at Henderson. And in Garland, A building fire near Shiloh and Miller. Several streets are blocked by emergency equipment, and police are directing traffic around. At 39, you've managed to find the Howard Stern Show on 97.1, The Eagle.
And you know what eagle eyes we have here.
Oh, yeah.
All right, our phones are lit up. They're very busy. Everybody needs to get through and talk with us. Should I spin the wheel, or are we burnt out on the wheel?
I like the wheel.
You like it?
Yeah.
I feel it slows me down sometimes, but okay, let's try it. I'll spin the wheel again, Robin. All right, and Buffalo. Unfortunately,
no line.
No line to Buffalo. We have no phone lines to Buffalo yet. Takes 10 days to install a line. So we'll be talking to our friends in Buffalo and New Orleans. I'm sorry, hold it. What is it? There is a line in Buffalo?
Oh, you have numbers for Buffalo?
Some people sent faxes yesterday.
Yeah. Oh, you have a phone number for Buffalo?
I think so.
All right.
These are all for New Orleans.
Bob Buffalo Bowie is here.
Bowie. Well, the guy did send a phone number, but I don't know if he didn't put his home number on it. I thought we had more.
That's his fax number.
What's his work number?
His work number.
We have a lot of New Orleans phone numbers.
All right. So we do not have a Buffalo number, but if no one from Buffalo faxed us, they did not want us calling them, which was very peculiar. We did say on the air that if there were any people in Buffalo listening that wanted us to call them, since we don't have any phone lines, that they could fax us a number, but nobody faxed us, Robin. Which is amazing. We must have 0 listeners there.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah. Well, our fax line is 212-759-KFAX. Can you imagine we're on a 50,000-watt AM station in Buffalo?
And
nobody faxed. Nobody
Not
from
one response.
And you know how they say our station gets into Canada? No one from Toronto, nobody from Rochester, nobody.
Well, I did get a fax from Toronto. They didn't leave a phone number.
Is that right?
It was a Toronto guy who actually wanted to know how to get Butt Bongo Fiesta because he called 1-800-52-STERN.
Yeah.
And they won't send it to Canada.
They will not send to Canada.
No. Did you know that?
No, I was not aware of that.
Well, I'm glad I was able to bring that to your attention.
Thank you, because I'm going to look into that, because internationally, Butt Bongo Fiesta should be sold.
That's right.
What is that?
If you're interested, I did have a Buffalo fax, and they're on the phone now.
Okay, here we go. Our first call from Buffalo. Hello, you're on the air.
Morning, Howard.
Good morning.
Well,
have you ordered Butt Bongo Fiesta yet?
Absolutely. I have Butt Bongo Fiesta already.
All right, very good. 1-800-52-STERN. By the way, it says on the commercial we're running for Butt Bongo Fiesta that it takes 4 to 6 weeks for deliveries. That is wrong. It is now down to 2 to 3 weeks.
Oh.
So in 2 weeks you have Butt Bongo Fiesta. 1, 2, 3, you get it like that. Go ahead.
Okay, Howard, I'm happy to say that I've actually been a listener to the show for over 10 years.
Yes.
I lived in New York from probably 81 to 91, and for personal reasons, I had to move back to Western New York, and it's the happiest day of my life when you came on the air here.
Well, thank you.
So I figure I'm qualified to tell you how they're presenting the show here.
All right.
Having had exposure to it in the past.
Go ahead.
They're doing a pretty good job, with the exception of the fact that sometimes towards the end of the show, they let their commercials run long and they step on Robin doing the news, or sometimes you're in the middle of a phone call with somebody. But I've complained to them numerous times.
Yes.
And they've assured me that they're going to take care of it. I also spoke to Stuttering John last week and told him the problem too, and he said he was going to tell you. So I don't know.
Most of our stations run it pretty well. In fact, we give them 70 seconds to make sure that they can link up with us and get it right when they make that transition back to our show out of local commercials.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the stations handle it real well. The biggest problem I have with the stations who run our show, particularly in Chicago, I had a meeting with Larry Wart about this.
Yeah, you never even talked to us about the meeting.
Yeah, I had a meeting with the general manager from Chicago. And, I said to him, one of the problems I have with the show, because what I do is I get tapes of all the shows. When the local people do news and traffic and stuff, and they think they're us, and they start to do a radio show of their own, a show within our show.
Oh, that must be fascinating.
Yeah, they do a whole shtick. They do, bantering back and forth and all kind of comedy, this kind of stuff. Which, by the way, I have nothing against anybody doing that on their own program. It's just that during my program, I want to get right back to us. Not that they're not incredible talents, locally. But what I want to do is get back to our show where we're doing, sometimes even our bantering is cut out or it's delayed because they have to get through their many shticks.
Right.
You know, for their fooling around. So personally, even in Chicago, I don't even like that they do local weather, local traffic, local sports, local anything, local news. I don't even want that. I figure you can get that on any other radio station if you want it. And I got a feeling people don't tune to us for local information. I really don't think they do. I don't think they tune to us for the local news. Nor do I think people give a hoot because they've seen it on TV the night before.
It's not like you can't get it. There's only one time of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we have your unique slant on the news.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. When we do the news, we do it our way, and we're doing it our show way. So that's okay. I want you to hear that.
That's great. Howard, I have a couple questions for you. I've been waiting 10 years to
Go
get
ahead.
through to you. Okay, great. First of all, where did this routine mini dress come from? Where did that originate?
Sorry, what did you say?
Mini dress.
Mini dress.
Yes.
Mini dress. Well, actually, see, that's a long story. Should I go into that, Robin?
Oh, make it
Well,
short.
you can give him a very brief.
Yeah, please,
Okay.
please.
A brief explanation. All right. Here's what happens. We had a Christmas party a bunch of years ago, and we had the Gina Girl down here. All right?
Right.
And Gina Girl used to go, Jeremy,
I love you, Jerry.
I love you, Fred, do Gina Girl.
Jerry, I love you.
Right. She should do stuff.
Tom Cruise, Justin Hoffman.
Right.
Jerry, wash me.
Jerry,
Watch me, Jerry.
watch me, Jerry. All right, so she was doing that when she was down here, and then one of the things she said was mini skirt.
Mini skirt.
And Gina dance.
Gina dance and mini skirt.
Mini skirt.
So whenever the word mini comes up, or even if I say to Robin, I had many dreams last, many dreams last, whenever I say that, everybody has to yell out mini.
That's right. It's in commemoration of.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really an inside joke because
well-
nobody even remembers the Gina Girl.
No, she wasn't here that long.
Right.
Okay, next question. What was the old-time song that you pulled the name Baba Booey off of?
No, it wasn't an old-time song. Once again, I'll explain this briefly.
Okay, good.
Gary is a fan of cartoon art.
Oh, and so am I.
Well, anyway, we were goofing on Gary for that because it seems like a real stupid... Like, you go to his apartment, he has 8 of those stupid cells hanging up.
He can only hang 8. He's got like 14 of them.
Yeah, I don't think his wife even wants him hanging 14 of them. He's got all these cartoons, you know, and they really are goofy looking because they don't even look like paintings.
They're not even good.
No, they're not good. They're animation art cells. So he collects those, and I guess a lot of people do. So he came in one day, and we were goofing on him, and he goes, you know, I love cartoons, and what a cartoon expert he is, and he's bragging he's such a cartoon expert. And he says the one he really wants to buy is Quick Straw and Baba Louie. I mean,
No.
he goes, Baba Booey. So I go, Baba Booey. So,
Baba Booey. Baba Booey.
so I said to him, what did you call him? He goes, Baba Booey.
Booey.
I go, the guy's name is, the cartoon character isn't Baba Booey, it's Baba Louie. And he's arguing and putting up a
That's
fight.
why we got it twice, because he said, no, it's Baba Booey, Baba Booey.
Baba Booey, Baba Booey.
Baba Booey.
Oh, I always thought that was because I remember at the beginning of an opening of a show that there was some sort of like an old-time Pat Cooper-styled song of some sort, you know, from that era.
No.
No, that's not.
No,
the
nothing
answer.
to do with that.
No,
Okay.
that's Fred just drops that in wherever he can, whenever he can.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
Baba
see.
Booey. He might have played a Pat Cooper song and just dumped it in.
Right.
Right. Okay, now, the other day, or in the last 2 weeks, you played some new fan version of like a drum machine Baba Booey song.
Yeah, now a guy
Baba
sent
Booey.
us a song called the Baba Booey song.
Because Baba Booey really caught on.
Right.
Baba Booey.
Can you
Baba
play
Booey.
that
Baba
during the
Booey.
opening of the show in its entirety?
Would you like me to play that for you right now?
Oh, absolutely. I'm taping.
All right, you're taping right now?
Absolutely.
All right, I'll play you a little bit of the Baba Booey song.
Oh, but you got to play. Okay,
He
go
wants
ahead.
the whole thing.
Yo, you want the whole thing?
Yeah, so that's why I said.
What are you,
save it-
insane?
No, I said save it for the morning for the opening of the show.
I will play a little now of the Baba Booey song.
Okay, as
a
much
little.
as you can. As much
I'll give you a tease.
All
Here we go. All right. World exclusive. Somebody went to a lot of trouble with this one.
Baba Booey. Baba Booey. Baba Booey. Baba Booey. Baba Booey. Baba Booey. Baba Booey.
It's a big dance hit. Dance
They're
club.
playing it in all the clubs.
Yeah.
Baba Booey.
This stupid show has gotten stupider over the years.
Baba Booey. Baba Booey. Baba 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 Baba.
All right, there's a little taste.
Yeah,
of
What more can you do with Baba Booey?
Yeah, what more can you do with Baba Booey?
You're right. That's about all you can take.
Yeah, it's all you can. There's 2 minutes and 5 seconds of that.
Okay, now listen. In the last couple of days, you mentioned the fact that you come on the new markets and nobody knows who you are. They don't know who Jackie is. They don't. In fact, we haven't even heard Stuttering John on the air in the last 2 weeks. I thought he was gone.
No, what I'm going to do today, as a matter of fact, after your phone call, because you reminded me of this. In fact, I can do it during your phone call. I can introduce each member of the show.
Now, how are you going to do that?
And explain. Well, I'll introduce. What do you mean? How are you doing?
I thought you had some special plan.
Yes, I do. You're right. You're right. The question was not out of line. It's just, you know what? This guy's asking so many questions, Rob. I'm a little testy right now.
Well, see, I'm a good caller.
All right.
After you've complained for so long about the bad calls, I made sure I was prepared.
No, you are a good caller.
Oh, great,
yes,
great.
Yes, Bob. But you know what? You're really not a great caller. I'll tell you why.
Well, I'm nervous.
You're not introducing any new topics. You're just asking us to explain a lot of the old
asking
stuff.
us our own questions.
Yeah.
But for the new markets, this is valuable information.
All right. No one's hanging up on you, are they?
Okay.
I see that our hotline's blinking, and that can only mean that Geraldo Rivera is on the phone live from Sicily.
All right. Hey, dude, you know what I'll do? I'll put you on hold, and we'll get back to you.
Great, I'll be here.
I'll talk to Geraldo for a few minutes, and then I'll do some commercials, and I'll get back to you, and I'll answer your question about who everyone is.
Yeah, dump Big Nose quickly. Get him out of there.
Big Nose?
Well, you know.
All right, hold on. Don't insult my guest.
I'm sorry.
All right. Geraldo.
Hold on, I'm trying to locate him. He'll be here in just a moment.
Who is this?
This is Kevin.
Is this Kevin?
This is Kevin.
What does Kevin do?
Kevin, are you a secret operative for Geraldo?
No, I'm Geraldo's executive in charge of production.
Oh, is that right?
Yes.
So you got to kiss his ass all day, huh?
No, I don't kiss his ass.
Hey, you guys are in no real danger over there in Sicily, right?
Yeah, we are, actually.
Oh, come on.
They've got
we have bodyguards.
They think, what do you think, the mafia's going to come kill you? Geraldo's doing a
Anything can happen here. It's very strange. Pardon me?
Uh-oh, what's going on?
I don't know. It's one of these weird Italian connections. The phone line.
Can you hear me?
Is this Geraldo?
No, that's
No, it's Kevin. I'm trying to locate Geraldo. Can you hold on?
Geraldo.
Hey, Geraldo's doing this weird mafia special tonight.
Yeah, the Sicilian mafia.
So he's trying to drum up some interest for it. So he's in all the newspapers this morning.
Here he comes, Howard. Hold on.
All right, thank you. He's saying that basically...
Hey, man.
Hey, Geraldo, how you doing?
Good.
All right, Geraldo, I know you're under a lot of stress right now. The mafia could kill you at any minute.
Do they know where you are? Have they found you yet?
You know where Geraldo was just now? He was hiding under a desk.
No, he's in a bunker.
He's in a bunker, a secret bunker, a secret location. Geraldo,
I've got my bulletproof jockstrap on.
You've gotten a lot of newspaper press this morning. I was going through the newspapers early this morning, and you're in every paper because you called all the papers and you said that you were under a lot of stress because the mafia could kill you at any minute. I understand.
Any minute.
He is running around like a maniac in Italy with a bulletproof vest on.
Who's he going to find? They just arrested the big guy.
Yeah, what are you?
That's right.
What are you doing? Exactly.
Well, they just arrested the big guy, so it really is like the veil of fear has lifted from this oppressed island.
Right. Now, Geraldo, you are now doing a live special on the mafia?
On the mafia from the belly of the mob beast, Palermo, Sicily, where the mafia was invented 700 years ago.
Now, why do you think they're going to come kill you? Who are you? Are you hounding someone? Are you interviewing someone? I mean, what are you...
Have you got one of those cameras where you're going to go find mob guys and see them
That's
arrested?
right. I've got a special mobby cam.
Are you going to confront any mob guys on this show?
We had intended to, but fortunately for us, the Carabinieri, the Italian National Police, busted the guy last Friday, Mr. Big, the Don of Dons. So the mafia here is in, I sense anyway, seriously, that it's in some disarray. So I don't think that I'm high on their list of priorities right now.
Yeah, but there's got to be some mafia guys around that you could hassle. I mean, what are you going to do? I mean, what are you?
Well, what is he going to do since he's saying now everything's fine? Why are you there?
Geraldo believes now there is no mafia.
when I'm going to go around the streets and say, you look like a mafia guy. Let me confront you.
I think what you're saying. Are you saying
there
that
are some in prisons that we have harassed, and obviously some back home whose names I named despite ominous warnings not to.
So this show,
it's a very uncomfortable story to be reporting, but I think it's also fun and romantic in a way and exotic.
So okay, you're over there in Italy, and you got no mafia guys to interview. So actually,
this is like. Let me explain what it's like.
The trip to Italy.
Let me explain what it's like.
Right.
This is like. There's like a delay on this phone. I got these old-fashioned phones. But this is like L.A. in the third day of the riots when the army is on every corner and there's a lot of tension. That's the way Palermo is right now. It's occupied by 7,000 Italian army troops. The politicians, the ones with any guts to speak out against the mafia, they go around in Pope mobiles. It's like Sicily isn't even part of Italy, and it's so much different. It's a wonderful place, a cultured place. But
I heard your wife is sequestered. It says in the paper that your wife is sequestered with your child. They are sequestered away. I mean,
who said that? That must be the New York Times.
It says that in the newspaper today that your wife is sequestered away, and your baby's in hiding because you're running around with a bulletproof vest. So you've taken the bulletproof vest off.
Well, I have my bathrobe on right now.
See,
I'm having cappuccino.
This show's going to have the same payoff as Al Capone's vault.
Absolutely. I'm getting
Au contraire, you're going to see incredible things.
You know what I like about
people actually killed on video.
Oh,
really?
You're going to have people being killed on video. All right, well, that's good.
On video, you're going to see 5 actual murders.
Excellent.
How did you get that?
I thought that you would like that.
Yeah, that's
with
good.
With your perverse and perverted attitude, I thought that would strike a particular chord with you.
Well, actually, you like that. You're the one who keeps putting it on TV.
Why wouldn't you stop
I like
the
real
murder?
life. I like the grit. What, Robin?
Why wouldn't you stop the murder? You're taping it.
Oh, Geraldo wasn't there for the murder. He just got the tape.
I said, okay, fire now. I've got my camera rolling.
All right, you can kill the guy now. I'm ready to roll. Wait a second, the battery just went dead. Hold on, we got to change battery.
Can you hold that?
Yeah. No, he just got a hold of
I didn't get the close-up of him begging for his life.
All right, so Geraldo, when will this be on?
Tonight, 8 o'clock live.
All right, so tonight, 8 o'clock. What channel is that on?
11.
It's on 11 in New York, KTLA, Channel 5 in L.A., GN in Chicago.
You've got to feel...
How you doing in Chicago?
We're taking the city by storm.
Don't worry.
Don't worry.
Coverage.
Don't worry. Full coverage in Chicago.
Okay, good.
Listen to me.
I will.
What you're really saying is that despite all this work going over to Italy and preparing a 2-hour special or hour special, whatever it is, preparing 2-hour special, doing all this work, no one in New York will see it because it'll be on Channel 11, and no one watches Channel 11. Do you realize?
Well, they watch my specials. They like Star Trek. My specials are one of the few occasions where people tune into Channel 11.
Imagine like Geraldo actually gets killed by the mob over there, and he dies for this, and like the show only pulls like a 2 rating.
Yeah, that would be really rotten.
It'd be really a rotten thing, wouldn't it?
Jeff Riddell, the PR guy, as I was leaving, said, it would be great if they just wounded you. I wanted to kill this guy. I wanted to take his head and spin it around like the lady in The Exorcist.
He's thinking of story ideas.
He's trying to get ratings.
Right.
He's trying to come up with ratings things. Short of them shooting you, I don't see anybody tuning in. No, Geraldo, seriously. How does a deal like this work? In other words, you produce a 2-hour special, and then what do? You go out and sell it to these independent stations?
Right.
All right.
Right. That's just how it works. This is my 8th.
So it's a one-shot deal, and you go out and get the sponsors and everything for it, or the stations get the sponsors?
No, well, both. The stations get... The ad time is divided in 2, and we get half of it, and they get half of it. Our company sells half, and their company sells half, and that's essentially how you get the budget. This one costs over $1 million to produce.
So do you make money on something
like this? $6 million, yeah. We've been working 6 months on it. You don't make any money now.
Get out of here. Why would you do it?
No, seriously, you make a lot more money on a talk show because the talk show is a lot less expensive. The reason I do it is, I like being a newsman, and, I like going back to those roots, and I like being frightened also. I'm one of those kids that, I like that riding that first car to the roller coaster.
Well, there you go. There's Geraldo's explanation.
You know what else? He's doing one of my favorite things that Geraldo does on this special. He's going into prison to beat up on guys.
Oh, yeah?
You know how he does those interviews? You know, he'll get Charles Manson and go, Charlie, you don't look like such a tough guy to me.
Yeah,
Of course, Charles is in prison.
Yeah, right. I'd like to see him do that when he's not in prison.
See him outside and say that.
I like when Geraldo fires off guns. You gonna be firing off any guns in this one?
Not this one. Not this one.
I like that the best.
I'm surrounded by pistoleros, though.
He's surrounded by pistoleros.
I feel like Clinton. I have more bodyguards here than the Prime Minister of Italy.
What is pistoleros?
Guys with guns.
Pistolero, the gunners. I have my own gunners.
Well, listen, Geraldo, you go over there with that macho stuff. I'll stay right here.
He's doing a whole Mafia Day today on his show today.
Yeah.
On Channel
That's right.
2.
Yeah.
It's
a
Married
Mafia
to the
theme
Mob.
day.
Yeah.
What to the mob?
Married to the Mob. He's got ex-wives of mobsters.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Geraldo, good luck with the special. And we'll all tune in to Channel 11 here in New York, WGN in Chicago, and various other stations around the country. I don't know where you're on in Los Angeles.
Check your
KTLA.
KTLA? All right, and we will all watch The Mafia tonight.
Listen, if anything happens to me, I'll call you first.
The odds are more things will happen to me than you.
That's true.
All right, thank you, Geraldo.
Don't jaywalk.
All right, bye-bye. Geraldo, everyone.
Bye.
There he is. Geraldo.
Scared me.
Who is he kidding? Nothing's going to happen.
Nothing can happen. What are you talking about?
Everybody's in jail. No, because 60 Minutes had this thing how, like, the Mafia just kills off politicians who oppose them and stuff. And I never say a bad word about the Mafia. If they can do that, if they can blow a guy's car up, just he's going 100 miles an hour, he's surrounded by bodyguards, they can blow his car up, I say, hey, keep your mouth shut. You know what I mean? But Geraldo went over there, and there's a lot of things in the press. Geraldo's going to be killed. Geraldo's going to,
Geraldo's putting them in the press.
Yeah, he's starting all this. The Mafia don't even know who he is. They could care less.
They don't even know what he's saying.
Yeah, who cares? By the time he says it, he's going to be back home.
But the whole thing is the big guy got arrested the other day, the godfather of all the mob.
Right. And
arrested the other day, so everything's cool.
Yeah, but according to 60 Minutes, even though the guy's arrested, they conduct all their business out of jail. And there's still plenty of Mafia guys that Geraldo could go track down.
Yeah, but he's not going to, because that would be dangerous.
The only way he's going to get hurt over in Italy there is if he eats a bad meatball. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll get back. We're going to introduce everyone to the various players on the show, to those people who are just getting the show for the first time, Robin. And you know what? Even for those of you who have been listening a long time, it's a good way to refresh your memory on what each person on the show does. Be back right after these words.
The Howard Stern Show. KEGL, Fort Worth, Dallas, 97.1.
7 o'clock at the Eagle. I'm Les Colinas checking traffic. A stalled car southbound 75 Central, the ramp to westbound Woodall Rogers. Another stall northbound I-35 South R.L. Thornton, the ramp to northbound Stemmons in the left lane. Got a fender bender on westbound 175 CF Hahn, the service road at Kleberg just east.
It's the Howard Stern Morning Show, exclusively on 97.1 The Eagle. Ladies and gentlemen, Howard Stern.
All right. There you go. Is that music coming back on? All right. I'll turn that off.
Music never dies.
No, I thought I punted it down.
Okay. Patty Smythe is so cute.
Have you seen her new video?
No. I'm just looking at this picture of her in Friday Morning Quarterback.
Oh.
Grows on you.
Oh, does she grow on me? Gary was saying she's a real conquest. You get her you get that notch on your belt, you've accomplished something.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Why is she a conquest?
I don't know. There's something about her, like it wouldn't be that easy, but you could get her. She is pretty. Why is she a conquest?
Because she'd make you work for it. You know what I mean? You can't. She's not just. She doesn't just go out with anybody. Like some of the women who come through here.
Yeah. She's in good shape too. I don't know. There's something about her I dig. She's not the most beautiful woman on the planet. Certainly, facially, she doesn't have the greatest face. In fact, it's a little round for my taste.
It is a round face.
It's a round moon face.
She's fun or something.
Yeah, there's something. And plus, she could sing real good.
Pixie-ish quality.
Yeah, pixie. Little pixie in bed. Flip her around a couple of times, a couple of hundred times.
Something about her, she's good in the sack.
Yeah.
I don't know why. But
Oh, yeah. She's athletic. That's why. Look at her arms. You can see. She's got an athletic body. She's lithe. Light on her feet. She's good in the sack.
Right.
They ask her, what it's like to do the show.
Which show?
Our show.
And what did she say?
They say, do you get nervous when you're about to go on the Howard Stern show? No, because the truth is, I wouldn't do his show if I didn't know him. He really digs me. If I thought he would be disrespectful or abusive, but he isn't. He has to talk about my breasts because he's Howard Stern, but it's always within limits. What happens to me after the show is, see, this is interesting to me. What happens to me after the show is it takes me a long time to wind down because I'm so wired when I get in there. Basically, I have to stand with him. It's a real challenge, and even when he asks me what my cup size is, he has this big crush on me, I guess. See? I sang in the studio live, and Glenn Burtnick came with me. I was looking at Howard, and he turned beet red. He's actually very sweet, believe it or not. Yeah, when she looked at me, I started turning red.
You got embarrassed.
I got embarrassed. She started singing a love song to him. You know, when you look this hideous, people don't usually sing love songs to you. So I got a little carried away, you know.
Unless you're sick.
They ask her, is Stern going to give you a role in Fart Man? She goes, I don't know. I haven't really asked him for a role in the movie. Everyone and their mother has. You won't be seeing me in that. Well, there, so you won't be asked. The hell with you.
But she still says, I don't. She starts off saying, I don't know.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I don't know. It's just a contradictory answer. Then she goes into this whole rap about Letterman, too.
What about him?
Well, she's still talking about me. She says, Howard is really sweet, believe it or not. It's hard for people to believe that, but he is, and he is always a gentleman to me. If he digs you and you're not really a buffoon, then you're okay. Same with Letterman. Letterman digs me, but I'm more nervous on that show because he has a lot of stuff going on right now. I don't know why she's nervous. She's nervous because he has a lot of stuff going on?
Yeah, I don't understand that. Maybe she thinks he'll just forget she's there or something.
Yeah.
Not introduce her.
I did his show 3 times. I remember the second time I thought, he's not going to be nice to me. This just can't happen. He's going to have to turn on me, and he didn't. Yeah, I know what she means, though.
Well,
Letterman has this
turned
quality.
On you.
He turned on me, boy. I'll tell you that.
Took more than 3 shows.
Yeah.
But he did.
Whenever I do Letterman, he comes on, you know, when I first come on, it's okay. Like, he's really happy I'm there. And then about 3 seconds in, he starts, like, turning on. Like, I don't know. He's just not with you. I don't know. It's just weird. Yeah, but I don't know. Then I watch him play back. He does appear to be with me. I don't know. Maybe it's a vibe I got or something. I don't know. Maybe it's me.
See, I don't agree with you about that last appearance. I don't think he was with you. You look at it and you say it looked all right to you. I didn't like it at all.
And I felt, after I watched it, I mean, when I was there, I didn't like his attitude at all. But when I watched it, the first 2 segments, very much with me, in my opinion. And in the 3rd segment, not with me at all.
Right. When he turned on you, it was really a cold...
It was ugly.
Heartless thing.
It was ugly. It was cold and heartless. And here's another trade paper with all different various photographs from the birthday show. Here's a picture of me and you with Donald Trump, David Lee Roth, Joe Frazier, and Mike Love together. And then all the various program directors from our various stations who were there.
Nice? They must be very happy.
And then they have a picture of the whole band. And a picture of me, you, and Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Well, it must be the Howard Stern Friday morning quarterback.
And then a picture of Robin and a woman from Epic Records, Lori Curtin, who are showing off their manicures. Do you remember posing for a picture like this?
Yes, it was a joke.
I see. Well, it's very funny. There's a picture of the 2 of you showing off your nails. Look at this, guys. The bottom picture. Isn't that great? Robin and her nails. Show off.
We go to the same place to get manicured.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Oh, and here's more pictures of the birthday show.
Wow.
Picture of me and you and Mayor Koch.
Well, I thank them for all that coverage.
Here's another article how the morons in Albany are celebrating. They're going around telling everyone they won. They won. I was on for 2 months of the book. 2 months of the rating period. Our last month went through the roof, and they're already crowing that they won. That's smart, though, in a way. Crow that you won now, so people will think you're winners.
Yeah.
Like those 2 imbeciles in Albany could win. Let's see, WPYX Albany morning men, Mason and Sheehan, 6.8 to a 9.5 explosion in the Albany Arbitron. They beat Howard Stern 6-1 to a 6-8.
Oh, yeah, you've been there for a while.
Yeah,
you would have been established.
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty good that I'm only 3 points away from beating them for a guy who just came in and only was on 2 months of the, I see it a whole different way.
I'd be nervous if it was me.
Yeah, I just like this. Well, that's Ed, the program director, running around saying he won. like he's actually, he's so scary talented, he's back in Albany. They're holding a big victory party. Oh, they're going to come here and throw a funeral for me in February. Good. I'll be waiting for you.
What do they think will happen when they throw a funeral in New York?
I don't know. I don't know what's going to...
Who's going to attend?
Well, Ed will be there crowing that he won. Meanwhile, we're 3 points away from being the #1 morning show in Albany.
They don't even know how to throw a funeral. It's got to be someplace where you're heard.
I wouldn't be celebrating just yet, but okay. Let's see what it says here. Proving once and for all that he's still Ed Levine. Ed Levine told the Friday morning quarterback, the big bad wolf huffed and puffed and got his doors blown in. Howard has tasted defeat before, but never has he come into a market and had the competing morning show explode. That's not true at all. You imbecile. Philadelphia, they killed us the first rating period. We went up, but the guy went up also. Mark and Brian, same thing. Everywhere it's happened this way.
It's the usual mode.
Yep. Let's see. Here's in Albany, we won for 2 simple reasons. We have a great morning show that executed a great strategy.
Yeah, Which was? I would love to know what that was.
I think he's run out of strategy myself. Howard has certainly been an ungracious winner in the past. I hope when we come to New York, he accepts his loss more gracefully. No, I'll accept it gracefully, but accept your loss when I beat you for like 50 straight rating periods in a row.
Yes, and we expect you to attend our funeral.
Yeah. Let's see. Then, of course, but of course, I was reading about his morning team. I think together they each make $25,000.
Oh, wonderful.
So they should congratulate themselves on a big.
I'm glad they exploded.
Yeah, Stern lands in the Big Easy. Nothing official from the station yet, but looks like in New Orleans. Yep, we are in New Orleans, so they reported that as well. But they're already celebrating in Albany, those guys. We're 3 points away from being the #1 morning show in Albany. That's the way I look at it.
Believe me, it's an appropriate time to party because this is the end.
Yeah. You party all you want, you 2 imbeciles. Stern's lost before. Where have we lost? Now I understand we're #1 in Washington.
Ed has this whole fairy tale he's living. This
I know.
fantasy he's created.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'd rather be a loser like me than a winner like him. How's that? I wouldn't trade places, I'll be honest with you. Where are we? Hello, you're on the air.
Yes, Howard.
I mean, gee whiz.
Yes, this is the same guy, right, from Buffalo?
Yep, that's me.
Well, for you, the new markets, particularly Buffalo, New Orleans, even Albany, for that matter, and Chicago, I don't think we've ever formally introduced ourselves.
No, we went on these other markets and we basically just did what we do every day.
All right, let's bring in one person at a time to introduce themselves. And then I must get to the phones and look for women for the big Super Bowl party, which will be on the air next Friday.
See, I don't understand this at all.
Yeah. Go ahead, explain to me what you don't understand.
You're having a Super Bowl party.
In here.
In here.
Right.
Not on the day of the Super Bowl.
Right.
It has nothing to do with Super Bowl.
Well,
really.
I want to see the Super Bowl, so if I had the Super Bowl party the day of the Super Bowl, I would miss it.
Right.
We're going to have it'll have a lot to do with the Super Bowl. We're going to have a guy explain the odds to us and stuff.
Yeah, we're going to be betting. We're going to be betting Las Vegas style on the air during the Super Bowl party. While the girls are rubbing us down, we could have the guy on the phone and we could be betting while we're being rubbed.
That's what I was thinking.
Wow. Hey, we've never done that before.
Oh, it sounds exciting.
We've never been bet and manhandled at the same time.
And you know that you're not going to hear one word he says.
Yeah, I'll just be betting like a wild man. What kind of bets will we be taking for the Super Bowl party?
Well, there's all kinds of odds, like first team to score a touchdown, first team to score a field goal, and there's 60-1 odds if first team to score safety.
Right.
You know, it's 600-1 odds that the final score will be 2-0.
Right.
For instance, there's all kinds of odds on everything. There's odds on the coin toss.
Wow.
It's amazing. Who thinks these things up?
So are we all going to bet during this while the guy's explaining? Everyone's going to bet?
Sure.
Yeah, all right. We'll bet on coin costs and all that other stuff.
Coin toss.
I mean, coin toss.
This is exactly what you'll be like.
Will we be betting on coin toss and stuff?
Something tells me you're thinking about massages when you say that.
Now, you know what I'm thinking about? The fact that my lower back is on fire. Oh, I tell you. I can't even move my back. It's like frozen solid.
Well, what happened to your book and your lessons?
I don't know. The guy says it's all in my brain, but I don't know. I can't seem to get...
Well, go back to him.
It's all in my mind.
We got a letter from a psychotherapist today who says that it's all psychosomatic and that they can take care of it for you.
Oh, yeah.
And then we got another letter from somebody who said that they work with a doctor who treats people believing that man was meant to walk on all fours, not
Right.
erect, and that's where all back pain comes from.
crawl,
So you do these exercises on all fours. or
Really?
something.
Like a dog.
Just crawl.
Yeah,
I'll
I'll
never
crawl
walk
around.
again.
I'm practically crawling as it is. I think man was meant to be on all fours.
I don't think so.
You know what? I heard that theory too. That man, basically, this whole thing of us standing upright, like all animals, walk like sort of on all fours.
True.
Even like a monkey uses its arms and legs
Right,
to walk,
right.
and we're the only mammals that walk on 2 feet.
True.
So therefore, we just invented this whole thing, and that's why we have lower back pain.
Well, we all don't have it, though.
Yeah. I know. But some of us are better than others at walking on all fours, on all twos. Sigmund Baba Booey checking in.
Baba Booey.
All right, let's quickly go through the explanations. I'm going to start with the lowest players on the show. No, not you, Fred. I'm talking about, why don't we get some of the interns in here?
Okay.
All right. Now, one of the guys on the show is Stuttering John. Why don't you go get some samples of his work, Gary, so we can explain who he is. All right? Stuttering John is a guy who came to us like 5 years ago when he was how old, Robin?
22, maybe?
He started with us when he was 22, but he was in college.
Yeah, he was finishing up.
So it shows you, I mean, how many guys are still in college at 22? So you knew he was a loser. And we hired him sight unseen. And the reason we hired him sight unseen is because we heard he stuttered. And I said, anybody who stutters has a job on this show. Right?
You've really been here
That's
5
true.
years?
Have you been here 5 years? You've been here longer than Robin.
4.5 years, exactly.
4.5 years.
No, almost 5 years. Like July of this year, August, I'll be in 5 years.
5 years.
Yeah.
So he started an internship with us.
Hmm.
And up until
he
like
still hasn't passed it.
up until like about a month or two ago, he wasn't even getting paid.
Yeah.
That's correct.
He just hung out with us and worked for free.
At this time of the morning.
And what was amazing, he seems to live a pretty comfortable life.
Oh, he's got it great. He's got it better than
He's
all
got
of
a couple of homes. He's always traveling. You never know where you can find him. Is he in his Manhattan digs?
I got a Manhattan apartment, and I got my rehearsal studio on Long Island, and I got my mommy's house. I do most of my living.
And today he tells me, hey, I just made a whole bunch of money in the stock market. I invested in some stock. I told Jackie about it. He made $1,500 also.
Did Jackie make money?
Yeah, Jackie made $1,500. So all those guys who put me down can now shut up.
Yeah, but what about all those stocks that you lose money on?
I don't know what they are.
And a lot of times when you hear John stuttering, you hear another guy stuttering with him. That's Fred, who will throw him off every once in a while. All right, so that's another thing you should know.
Also, I'm signed to Atlantic Records.
All right, so John recently got a record contract with Atlantic Records.
Yes,
but
all along he told us he was a musician, right?
Right. But meanwhile, he had nothing going on musically until he hooked up with this show, and we still don't really get to hear his music. Where is this album?
Well, he keeps saying he's writing. He's writing.
Are you done writing?
I'm about halfway through it. If I say by spring or summer, we'll have the release.
I thought it was January.
Oh no, I said that's when I should. I would say by spring or summer.
Spring or summer, you'll have the release.
Yeah.
You don't want.
It's. I'm sorry. I'm like Gary. You got to. It's a lot of times it's a matter of timing.
Right. Matter of time.
Yeah, I would say,
A lot of times.
It's a matter of...
So the record is going to be called Stuttering John?
Yeah, probably. I would think so.
Not probably. They made you put that in the contract.
No, actually, we've been thinking maybe I should give the band a name,
Yeah, but you should call it Stuttering John because it's the only way anyone's going to know what,
Yeah, no, I said, like, featuring Stuttering John. You saved one.
Why don't you just call the album Stuttering John?
Yeah, that's what I've been thinking.
That's what I would.
You know what I just found
Why
out?
don't you call it the band?
Are you gonna appear in the video or no?
No.
No, all right.
Absolutely not. Why would I appear in your video?
I figure.
Why? So you can so I can get you on MTV as well?
I just thought it'd be cool. I want all you guys to be in it.
That's all right. Well, I don't speak for the rest of the crew. I'm not going to be in it.
You know what
What is that, Stuttering Gary?
You know what I just found out about John?
Yeah.
He called me Saturday night. He was drunk.
Yeah.
When John's drunk, he's a way worse stutterer than he is. He just couldn't even finish a sentence. And finally, it was like 30 seconds of stuttering and just, I'll talk to you Monday.
John, by the way, just was in court this past week.
Yeah, I didn't even know about that.
Yeah, I got out of my... Well, actually, I pleaded guilty, but I didn't... it was to a lesser charge.
What was he convicted of this time?
Well, you know.
Well, your original charges were urinating in the park.
Yeah, urinating in the park.
Oh, this is that
but
trial.
the great lawyer Dominic Barber reduced it to, some kind of penal code. It wasn't in the penal code, so it was like a.
You mean he found a loophole?
Yeah, so it was like a minor offense.
A loophole, Robin.
I guess
Who
I won't find out
understands?
later.
What was the actual charge?
What?
Dominic, that should be a Perry Mason episode. With guest lawyer Dominic Barbara. He takes Stuttering John into the courtroom and gets he finds out through some obscure research that urinating in the park, there is nothing in the penal
there's no
code.
law against that.
It's in the Peony Code.
Isn't that funny?
The penal code. Yeah. What do you have it reduced to? Illegally watering the grass?
So only $25 I have to pay, yeah.
You pay $25 to the judge? Does it go on your record?
No, and I didn't even pay it. Dominic took care of it.
Dominic paid your...
The lawyer who defended you and then paid.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, it was great.
That's unusual.
I do have to say, Dominic is great because I had that ticket for jumping a turnstile, which I didn't do.
Right.
And
which you did do.
I did not do it. It was thrown out of court because the wrong date was written on the ticket. Dominic noticed that right away.
Really?
The wrong date was
But
written.
isn't that unbelievable?
Well, you know what happened? It happened on the 27th of February, and the guy wrote the 28th. And Dominic said, "How can you convict a guy of something of a date that hasn't occurred yet?" And they had to throw it out.
You know, the whole system is
That's why
kablooey.
we have no cap on this crime.
I mean,
have
really.
running around in this country.
It's unbelievable. If you have a lawyer who knows what he's doing, he gets you out of anything.
John definitely committed a crime.
He peed in the bushes at the park where people could see. And yet nothing happened to you.
Well, I was behind
Gary jumped the turnstiles in the subway.
That is in dispute.
That is in
That
dispute.
is in dispute. I put the token in.
Yeah.
I went through. The token was still there, so when I got to the other side, I took it out.
How dare you?
Yeah, so in other words, you went through without paying.
I put the money in. It was still there.
Yeah. I want to make a citizen's arrest.
Absolutely.
With the proper date.
Chain him to some more of those people he was chained to.
All right, so Stuttering John's whole thing is what we found for him to do on the show.
You'll be happy to hear that.
That was Chinese.
I just paid a $275 fine in Jersey.
For
open beer in public.
Oh.
When was this?
That's what happened. I didn't want to tell you until I paid it, but the hell with it now. It's a new year.
What happened?
It was stupid, really stupid.
When was this?
This was last summer.
Last summer?
I just paid it now.
What did you do?
I was at a bar and I was being hassled, right?
Yeah.
So, I just...
Why were you being hassled?
Well, not hassled, just everyone's like around and all my friends were there and then the people started
Wait a second. You say you were being hassled in the bar.
By
who?
Well, some hecklers, some guys coming over just to say what's up. But then
you mean they recognize?
Yeah, a lot of people.
So you mean a lot of people were excited that Stuttering John was
But
there.
then it got to the point where it just became, it was just signing autographs the whole night. It was an appearance when I just wanted to hang out and drink some beers.
It wasn't an appearance.
It wasn't an appearance.
You wanted to hang out at a bar.
Yeah, I had my friends there. They were getting a little annoyed because
Hey, maybe Stuttering John's one of those guys who's famous, but he's poor.
Yeah.
And now he goes to a bar and he needs bodyguards to keep people from signing autographs.
But the places he goes, Howard.
Yeah, right.
I used to say that. All right. So now I'm getting
to say what?
I used to say that I wouldn't mind, as long as I was famous, I wouldn't care about the money. But I'm trying to change my mind now.
Yeah, all right.
You also used to say that you don't mind people coming up to you. And
I know, and I love it, but
Yeah, you used to make fun of me when I used to get all hassled and bothered, right?
Yeah, but you're afraid of your own shadow when you're out.
I'm not afraid of anything. I just don't like to stand there and sign autographs all day. I can't participate in life. I'm busy appearing everywhere I go. I go to a supermarket, I'm appearing.
But anyway, so I walked out of the bar and I had the beer with me. I put the beer down on the floor. A cop saw me put it down on the street, so he gave me.
Wait a second, I don't get something. You're in the bar. People ask for your order. You're getting hassled, so you decide to leave.
Yeah, we just decided to leave.
You have the beer with you.
Yeah.
You leave with the beer. You're not thinking about it. You want to drink your beer.
No, I just wasn't even thinking about it.
A second you walk outside the bar.
Karen tells me, my girlfriend tells me, listen, it's against law in Jersey to have an open beer outside the bar. So I go, all right. So I put it down on the street.
You put it down on the street?
I put it down. So I'm walking away.
Yeah.
Cop comes over, gives me a ticket.
Did he know who you were?
The one cop did, and he was going to let me off.
Did you explain to him that you were...
Then this other sergeant came over and said, give a boy a ticket. And that was it.
That happens a lot.
Wow,
Well,
that's
there's one cop that knows you and the other one doesn't.
Yeah, that happened to me too. I got a speeding ticket, and the stupid cop who pulled me. I'm so nice to the cops. This guy don't know who I am. So I tell him my uncle's on the job. He's a police officer. The whole thing, which is a lie. But
Yeah, when you're speeding, take your ticket.
Nah. Well, now I do. I just take it. What is it?
John's attorney is on the phone.
Oh, Dominic?
Yeah.
Hey, Dominic, this sounds like a Perry Mason episode.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, bloated attorney, Dominic Barbara.
Who is bloated.
He is bloated. Was he big in court?
Would you like to hear my defense?
He's like Perry Mason in court, isn't
Oh,
he?
he's great. And you know what was funny? All his clients were lined up outside the court. We had 7 people there. He had 7 different cases on the same day.
He was
And they're all
knocking them
waiting.
all
You know, he's going knocking them all off like a
Would it be fair to call you Fatty Mason instead of Perry Mason?
Would you like to hear my defense?
All right, so what happened? John is pulled in. Obviously, they've got him. He has urinated in public. And yet you, probably with your crack research team, combed the books and you found a loophole.
I can't believe you wasted time on John's case.
Yeah, me neither. I was shocked.
I defend the entire show at all.
Let me ask you something. I heard something about you. Is this true that you eat breakfast with every client? That's one of your things?
Would you like to hear my brilliant defense?
Go ahead.
I proved that when John took his pants down, there was insufficient evidence.
So you had him pull down his pants in court?
No, I had the officer testify. He saw nothing.
So when the officer got on the stand, you said, hey, what is it? Did you actually see his penis? And then you go, no. You go, of course not. Insufficient evidence. No, come on, tell me something.
Yes?
How is it that you got, John was caught in the act.
So was Gary.
And so was Gary. How did you get them off?
So were you speeding?
Because the judge is his best friend.
Did Dominic help me with that?
All of you jailbreakers.
No, seriously, how did you get John off?
Can I ask 2 questions?
Yeah.
Am I coming to the Super Bowl party, and can I get a massage?
You never get a massage. You're going to come in here and take off your clothes?
You're embarrassed to get into a towel.
I'm embarrassed to have dinner with you.
He can have my spot because I'm definitely embarrassed to get in a towel this year.
Can I have Gary's spot? I didn't get one last year.
All right.
Either that or I get to pull my towel like above my waist.
That's what I do. I bring in an extra big fluffy towel. Then the girls can't see what.
Bathrobe.
Yeah, we're going to bring our robes.
Dominic, you know who's going to massage you this year? Robin.
No, I'm not going to be here, Dominic.
All right. There you go. There's a match.
You'll have to come to my house.
That'll take you a good 4 hours to massage, Robin.
Well, that's why I can't get to work.
Right.
I'm tired.
Dominic, you don't even want to be there because you don't even want to be in a towel, so forget
Because
it.
if Dominic would come and take off his clothes, I'd be here.
Dominic, how did you get...
Thank you, Robin.
I want to see that.
Come on, Dominic, how'd you get Stunner and John off?
I'm serious. I had a defense.
What was the defense?
The officer could not see the...
All right, thank you. How did he get you off?
He just a whole bunch of mumbo jumbo. He said, I don't know what. I think the judge was his best friend.
Oh, is that what it was?
I have a question. The question is, if John pled to a lesser charge, what did he?
No. He was charged under the penal code. They dropped the penal charge, and all he took was a health violation, which is no criminal record, no prints, nothing.
The health violation.
What's the actual violation?
What is the violation?
Urinating on a chipmunk.
All right, very good, Mr. Health. If anybody's have a health violation, it's you. All right, that is, of course, Dominic Barber, bloated attorney. Thank you, Dominic.
Goodbye.
All right, there he is.
Attorney at lunch.
Attorney at lunch. I cut off the guy from Buffalo. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, he's still getting his question answered.
Anyway, when I come back, I'll play you a sample of Stuttering John's work.
Yeah.
What?
I still have that list to do what you do, you know.
What list? Oh,
list of
okay.
girls,
You can do some of that, but I want to introduce the players on the show, and then I got to look for girls for the Super Bowl party, and I got a bunch of mail to read. There's a whole bunch of things going on. I don't know if I have time to get to everything.
Oh, okay.
We'll be back right after these words.
Howard will be right back on 97.1 The Eagle.
728 at the Eagle. I'm Les Colinas checking traffic. Earlier stalled vehicle still in the way. Southbound 75 Central, the ramp to westbound Woodall-Rogers, and a stalled pickup southbound Dallas Parkway at Frankford. An injury accident on Gaston and Haskell and fender benders Pacific at Pearl and Jefferson at Mayfield. In Fort Worth, several chain reaction collisions being cleared on westbound I-30, the West Freeway, starting at Throckmorton and extending back to Henderson. In Arlington, an accident in the clearing stages, northbound Highway 360, the service road at Lamar. And in Garland, an 18-wheeler stuck in the mud, eastbound Miller, west of Jupiter. Now this 97.1 Eagle News Update. The woman who was shot yesterday at a Dallas courthouse died last night. The man who allegedly shot her also shot himself, and he remains hospitalized in critical condition. A 16-year-old was also shot in the leg. This is the second shooting in 6 months at a Texas courthouse. He won't be President-elect Clinton much longer. In a few hours, Bill Clinton will stand on the steps of the U.S. Capitol building to take the oath of office and begin his term as the nation's 42nd president. Lots of unemployed Russians in Texas. About 30 Russian scientists and engineers are working at the Super Collider in Waxahachie, but their spouses are staying home. Spouses of visiting Russian scientists are prohibited by immigration laws from working unless they've been hired for posts at the Atom Smasher 2. Foreign wives know little or no English, and many do not drive. Other wives gave up jobs in education, engineering, and other fields to make the move to Texas. And Iraq isn't mincing words in their caustic farewell to President Bush, claiming that he's ending his term without glory or honor. Baghdad newspapers ask God to inflict a slow death on Bush and to make him blind, crippled, and mute. Sounds like something Howard would say. Sports, as Dave Wanstead gets ready to start his new job as head coach of the Chicago Bears, the New England Patriots are wrapping up their search for a new leader. And first in line for that job, believe it or not, it's Buddy Ryan. The Boston Herald says the former Philly coach is the heavy favorite to get the Pats job. 7:30 Eagle weather, rain this morning, but this afternoon should start clearing up, and we may be in for a couple of sunny days. High of 45. Right now it's 37 in Dallas, 36 in Fort Worth. I'm Les Colinas.
We're coming right back on the Eagle 97.1 KEGL.
This Metro Traffic is brought to you by Barron's. Subscribe now to Barron's and get 13 weekly issues for only $28. Just call toll-free 800-543-5413. Barron's, how money becomes wealth. Call 800-543-5413.
The Eagle brings back round 2 of Butt Bongo Fiesta by popular demand. That's right. Thursday night at Detour at Lover's Lane in Greenville. Meet the Eagles' Brad Baxter at Detour as the Eagle brings Howard Stern's Butt Bongo Fiesta to life. The winning couple will receive $200 in cash, tanning memberships, hairstyles from Looker Hair Group, and dinner for 2 at Simply Fondue. This is round 2 of the Butt Bongo Fiesta competition. So, just grab your partner and get to Detour Thursday night. $1.25 drinks all night. Ladies, you get in free. All contestants must be entered by 11 p.m. The contest will begin sharply at 11:30. It's the Butt Bongo Fiesta at Detour with 97.1 The Eagle. You don't want to miss it. Everyone that enters will receive a 1-month membership to International Tan. Plus, the Eagle will have tickets to see the Dallas Freeze and truck pull tickets. Also, stop by to see Barefoot, one of the monster trucks at Detour. Detour, Lover's Lane in Greenville in the Old Town Shopping Center.
Tonight at 7 on Paramount 21 KTXA TV.
You are in the year 2193. You've taken a chemical known as TXP. A violent pain overwhelms you. A rush of energy overtakes your mind and body. You see a swirl of light. And instantaneously, all is black.
You have just experienced time travel. Welcome to the past. Welcome to the bold new series, Time Tracks. Over 100 of the most ruthless criminals of the future have found refuge in the year 1993.
Desperate individuals, willing to pay for a new life and a new time.
And only Detective Darian Lambert from the year 2193 can bring them back to justice.
Freeze!
Time Tracks. Tonight at 7 on Paramount 21 KTXA TV.
Good morning. T.C. McGuire here, breaking into the old Howard Stern show just to tell you that tonight at 7 p.m. I'll be reading off my Super Bowl songs for the night. Hear one between 7 and 12. Call me back. Be caller number 27, and you'll win an Eagle sweatshirt. Plus, be in the drawing for one of our 4 trips to Super Bowl 27. Go Cowboys! I'll talk to you tonight on 97.1 The Eagle.
Good morning at 7:33 at 97.1 The Eagle.
You're listening to the Howard Stern Show on 97.1 The Eagle.
That's amazing. You're going to buy... Where are you getting money? I don't get it. I know they pay you something for doing this show, right?
They pay me all right. You know, they pay me a halfway decent salary.
What do you get here? Like 10 grand or something?
No, I get more than that.
Do you?
Yeah. You know, plus, you know, like the rec company paid me too, you know.
What'd you get in advance?
Yeah.
So when you signed the contract...
As soon as you sign, you get an advance, yeah.
What would they give you, like $50,000?
don't know,
10,000?
No,
Did they give you enough to do something with an album or rent this rehearsal studio and stuff?
Yeah, definitely.
Why don't they pay to rent a rehearsal studio?
Well, I guess that's what the advance is all about,
Oh, I see. So, in other words, you got an advance, and the first thing you did was get a rehearsal studio.
Yeah, and I've been just getting the band ready to go,
Can't you rehearse in your mom's garage like you always did?
No, I drove it nuts. You know that.
So can't you rehearse somewhere where... I mean, what do you have to pay for a rehearsal studio?
How else am I going to rehearse?
No, I mean, how much do you have to pay?
Oh, $350 a month.
A month?
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
And you can go there anytime.
But I can go whenever I want. I have my whole big room,
And I don't understand something. The record company signs you.
Yeah.
And they give you all of the money in advance to produce the album and everything?
No, they just give you an advance for saying thanks for signing with us. Then you also...
That's to support you while you prepare for the album.
Then you also have... Then they also have a budget to produce your record and your video. That's their...
How much money do they give you for that?
That's all their problem. Well, it's like a lot of money.
Like how much money can you spend to produce a record?
You could spend like $200,000. I mean, plus
$100,000?
Yeah, plus the video. I don't know how much.
How much money did they budget for the video?
I'm guaranteed a professional video. So.
Well, what does that mean?
That means it's got to be a real.
How
video.
How much money? Yeah, but they can make a video for $10,000, and they can make a video for $350,000.
No, I'm sure. It'll be a good video. Trust me.
That Tone Loc video only cost $400.
No, it would be. All right, go ahead.
No, it would be what?
No,
what do you think it'll be?
It would be a real professional video. I'm telling you. I know it will.
You're saying trust me. You trust me. Everything's trust me.
Oh, it's all in, I don't know the legalities of all of it.
The legality.
You don't know the legalities?
No, that's it.
I'm surprised.
I'm just wondering if John's aware,
He doesn't know any legalities of it, and I don't even know who negotiated this for him.
I think he did this himself.
He did.
See, I don't know if John's aware.
You did, you dink.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I did, and I have a
Who'd
lawyer.
you go to? Oh, Lord. I don't know who you got. I don't know what you're doing. You think you know so much.
I do not. No, I really don't think
All right.
See, I don't know if John knows. He thinks that...
He bought 3 stocks and he made some money, so now he thinks he knows it.
That's not true. You're telling me that. I don't.
And you're going to buy a house. What are you going to call it? Grace Land?
See, John thinks that the record company's just giving him all this stuff, giving him the video or giving him the money, but I don't know if you realize that if the record hits, they take all that money back.
Of course. They got to recoup. I know all that. I didn't dumb.
What was that?
Yeah, they got to recoup.
Oh. All right. Well, anyway, one of the things that Stuttering John does on the show, in fact, the only thing he does on the show, which he hasn't even done lately.
He tells me he does a lot. He runs his whole show.
I bet he does.
Well, I wanted to actually go down to the inauguration to do some of these interviews,
Right. But is nobody appearing in New York where you can interview?
No, it's always slow around this.
All right. Here is one that John did with Ringo Starr. Ringo Starr addressed a whole press conference.
Yes. This is one of my favorites.
And John yelled out the following questions to Ringo.
Hi, this is Stuttering John from the Howard Stern Show, WXRK New York, K-Rock.
Oh, come on.
Oh, my God. So tell me, was it easy writing it Don't Come Easy? It was real easy writing It Don't Come Easy. Thanks a lot. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it was kind of a fun question. What did you do with the money? What money? Are the money that your mom gave you for singing lessons? Well, I actually spent it on fish and chips. All right, thanks, man.
This went out live to 400 stations.
That was early in John's career.
Yeah. What did you do with the money, Ringo?
It's my favorite.
He did it perfect. What money?
Ringo's your straight man.
Yeah, that was great. Your mother gave you for singing lessons. That's a classic. That is a classic. One of your greatest hits.
I thought for sure I would never get a record deal again when I was doing that.
He always gets upset when you send him out to do Beatles things.
Yeah, he thinks like Ringo.
His idols.
Like Ringo has some power in the business that could prevent him from getting a record cut. Like Ringo's getting upset.
Oh man, I hated to do that to Ringo.
This is an old-time favorite. You probably saw it on our TV show. This is what John is most known for. It's been most written up. When John interviewed Ted Williams.
Hi, Ted. I'm here from the Howard Stern Show on 92.3 K-Rock. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Congratulations on your illustrious career. And can I ask you, do you wake up every morning and thank God that you don't play for George Steinbrenner?
No, not a bit. I think he's done a lot of good things for this game. When a guy's down, they can criticize all they like. He's been quite a colorful guy in this game. Like I say, you can find some things to criticize about anybody, but I certainly am not one guy to criticize.
Do you know all the words to the national anthem?
No, I wish I did. Yeah, but I don't sing.
By any chance, did you ever accidentally fart in the catcher's face?
Pardon?
By any chance, did you ever accidentally fart in the catcher's face?
Who the hell are you? For God's sake, that kind of damn question. See you later.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm here at the baseball card convention. And how was that?
Baseball. You're sitting there signing baseball bats.
You know what I just heard on that I never heard before? You can hear one of the fans say to Ted Williams, could you sign 406 on that? That was his batting average.
Poor guy. Sitting there, one of the greatest baseball players in the world, and he has to sit there, and really, he's probably making more money now than when he played baseball, signing those stupid bats. I don't sign anything unless I get paid for it. Baseball convention. But, that's wild, huh? And he must sit there and go, look at this. Mediocre players getting $1 million contracts.
And I got to sit here and answer these stupid questions from Stuttering John.
Yeah. Do you know the national anthem? I was like, he heard the fart question the first time. He just couldn't believe it. And then John really gets nervous and starts, like...
He almost can't get it out again.
Yeah. Excuse me, what'd you say?
I dare you.
Just because we're introducing everyone to all the new markets, let me take one more second here and play what I think, although John's never received much credit for this one. Let me play the one that is my personal favorite.
Oh, what's that?
When we sent John out to talk to Fred Herman Munster.
Oh.
Fred Gwynn.
Forget about this one.
Fred Herman Munster Gwynn, who, by the way, in order to fully appreciate this, you must know that Fred Herman Munster Gwynn does not like to be asked questions about the Munsters. He feels that his 2 years on the Munsters almost ruined his career because he considers himself a very serious actor, and that the show so typecast him that it was very difficult to get Hollywood to take him seriously. So in all interviews, he really does not want to be bothered about the Herman Munster character.
He had this beautiful publicist tell me, don't ask him any Herman Munster questions, and then she sat next to me the whole interview.
Right.
You should also point out that he's now an artist.
Right.
And this was at the opening of his art exhibition.
Right. So he's doing all he can to get rid of these Herman Munster questions, and he's already been warned by the publicist. Everyone has told him no Herman Munster, okay? All right.
Okay, do you live in New York?
I live in New York.
Do you live in New York?
I live in New York.
I'm sorry. How do you think of Mayor Koch turning the homeless shelters into makeshift jail cells?
I have a very simple answer for that.
What's that?
I don't think actors should ever get on a soapbox.
Okay.
And what's funny is he sounds like Herman Munster lecturing Lily.
That is Herman.
Yeah. He is. He's a big...
Lily, I don't think.
Yeah. Lily, I don't think actors... down at the morgue, they just fired me, Lily.
Oh, Grandpa.
Grandpa, we need a special potion. So, of course, that was your way of sort of easing into it.
Yeah.
Okay. John?
Okay, what? No, do you sign your pictures off Fred Gwynn or Herman Munster?
I'm going to make believe, John, I didn't hear that.
Okay, I guess you don't like talking about...
I didn't say that.
That
That's the way
laugh.
you took the answer, John. No, I have no regrets about Herman. Herman was, but I think as a theater actor, it makes you very sad that your audience, and it takes you a long time to learn this, your audience is 99% pure television. They don't go see the theater. So all those years in the theater, sure, it did me some good, but it didn't do them any good. And actually, I don't go to the theater because it costs too darn much. But that's a whole other question, which you didn't ask me.
Yeah, but like you are in a couple of new films now, right?
No, I'll do a film anytime. Have you got a script?
No.
We can work out a deal, John.
Do you see anybody how's Lily? Do you ever see her?
No, I don't. I really don't.
How come?
Well, I don't think she lives in New York.
You ever see Lily? At this point, Fred Gwynn has tears in his eyes. You just see, he was being very polite. But he really, I mean, he's been warned 900 times not to talk about Fred Munster.
And he catches it.
I mean, Herman Munster.
No.
I don't think so.
And Eddie, anybody? Or
I don't think Eddie lives in New York, and I don't commute above 4th Street, so.
I'm sorry, I worked with Cheryl 2 days ago. He was on the New Jersey show.
I wasn't in New Jersey.
Oh, I'm just saying he was in the area.
Huh?
He was in the area.
Oh, you mean Eddie? Oh, yeah.
Oh, now someone else is...
Somebody else is
yeah, this is my friend starts asking him questions with me.
Well, I saw Eddie.
Yeah, I saw Eddie in New York. He's in New York all the time. Like, you know, he worked on this dopey show for 2 years. He's trying to put it behind him. Like, why would he get in touch with somebody he worked with for 2 years?
Oh, I don't know where he is. I haven't seen him for a long time.
Now John and his retarded friend are asking him about Eddie Munster.
He's trapped in a Herman Munster conversation.
Okay, well, you know, of course, I mean, everyone's a big fan of like those shows. I mean,
well, that's because you're so young. I have older fans who were fans of Car 54, but you see, you weren't even born yet.
Yeah,
John.
Yeah, I know. Although it is played on Nickelodeon now.
Yeah, I don't have
Nickelodeon. You can't even say the name of the channel. It's Fred Wynn and a retard having a conversation.
Now, are you sitting next to him?
I'm standing.
It sounds like they're very intimate, doesn't it? Like this, I picture them sitting next to one another.
I'm standing next to him, and the publicist is like steam's coming out of their head right now.
Because every time this guy's in a movie, the whole audience goes, Herman, Herman.
The last thing I saw him in was my cousin Vinny. He was the judge. I go, oh, it's Herman Munster.
You know, and when I saw my cousin Vinny, he was great in it, Fred Gwynn, but I go, you know, that's Herman Munster as the judge. It's great.
Okay, well, so I can't see it. So.
Okay.
So tell me how it is the next time you see it.
Did you have a problem like getting off the green makeup at all?
You have a problem getting the green makeup off? So it's like he's being polite and he's endlessly asking questions. Do you sign your pictures Fred Gwynn or Herman Munster? Are you in touch with Lily? And did you have trouble getting the green makeup off?
Yeah, it took quite a while.
You know, I gotta ask these questions. That's why
you do? Why?
Because my boss wants me to.
Okay. That's a good answer, John.
Did you look to see if he had those huge shoes on? Giant boots?
Well, I had to ask him, to me, the most embarrassing questions.
Right, here it is.
Well, he was just giving the Herman Munster laugh.
Yeah. Here we go.
I was going to say, look down the thing here. Okay, did Vincent Van Gogh ever dress like Frankenstein?
So it's a big painting. The guy's in total agony at this point. Did Vincent Van Gogh ever dress like Frankenstein?
Did you hear John knows this is the one. This is the one. And he sighs before he goes, oh.
Did Vincent Van Gogh ever dress like Frankenstein?
Did what?
Did Vincent Van Gogh ever dress like Frankenstein?
I don't really understand the question.
Well, because at one time he did.
Did Vincent Van Gogh ever dress like Frankenstein?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I don't have the foggiest.
Neither do I.
All right, thanks a lot.
You're very welcome, John. Pleasure meeting you.
It's killing me.
You know, John, that Herman doesn't know his own strength. He could have hurt you.
He could have bonked you over the head. I tell you, so that's my personal favorite, all right? That's the one I love the most. There's just nothing better than that question, and after going through all the Herman Munster questions, did Vincent Van Gogh ever dress like Frankenstein?
You know, I never knew that his friend was there chiming in with the Eddie question.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I knew that was my favorite, and I couldn't remember why. But whenever someone says to me, what's the best work Stuttering John ever did, I point out the obscure Herman Munster interview. You know, a lot of people point right away to Ted Williams or
Melvin Marcos is always a big one. And Jennifer Flowers, of course, made him most famous.
Yeah, but people don't understand that his greatest work was Herman Munster.
I see.
And that will go down in history, in my history book anyway. Let me talk to you. Jackie, what we're doing this morning is introducing ourselves to the new markets. Since we're on in Albany and all these other places, and where else? Buffalo, Chicago, New Orleans. I mean, these are new markets who theoretically might not know who we are. In fact, they don't know who we are. Not theoretically. We just assume everybody knows who we are, you know. because we think we're big stars. But outside of the markets that we're on, nobody knows who we are. Jackie the Joke Page Martling. For a catalog of Jackie's products, write to OHR, Box 62, East Norwich, New York, 11732. And for dirty jokes and to order a copy of Who Farted I Smelt It, call the all digital 516-922-WINE. Remember, 516-922-WINE is just a regular call. You know, you're looking like the Michelin Man, Ganji. All right, on the show, you met Stuttering John. He's an intern. And then we have another intern, Ganji, who seems to be following in Stuttering John's footsteps. Ganji is a guy who just works here. His father is wealthy. And he's a kid who loves working here and even works here for free. Now he's getting some money for helping us out with the network that we have. But other than that, he has really no visible means of support. He does some work for me out of my house. You know, some lawn mowing and stuff. But other than that, what does he do?
Did he really mow your lawn?
No. No, he does some stuff for me, like videotape stuff and all that. You know, he catalogs the Howard Stern archives. But really has no visible means of support, does he? Does he, Robin?
Not to my knowledge.
What are you talking or no?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, you are here. Are you going through a phase?
No.
Oh, but she's angry about corn muffins.
No, I'm not angry about corn muffins.
Oh, I see. Are you in the show or are you on it? I mean,
I don't know anything, and I'm not supposed to know anything. It's none of my business, and I don't need to know.
You mean you don't know about corn muffins? You're upset?
No.
What else don't you know about?
I don't need to know anything.
What don't you know about?
Why would I know whether Ganji has any other money? I don't know. Nobody tells me anything.
Oh, working in
I don't want to talk out of turn because he could have money, but nobody told me.
Nobody tells you about it? What do you think I know that you don't know about?
Please, how would I know what you know? Nobody tells me.
Well, nobody tells me either. You got to ask.
I think she's upset that you didn't introduce her first.
Oh, get out of here.
Is that what it is?
Yep.
Oh, Robin, I'm sorry. I thought I'd save the best for last. So, Ganji.
Yeah.
You say that your father, I guess, supports you, right, still?
Yeah, pretty much.
And you say that you want to be a radio broadcaster.
That's absolutely what I want to be.
I see. And you,
When, Ganji, when would you like to be that?
Eventually.
He wants to be a radio broadcaster, but he's not even, like, doing anything to be a radio broadcaster.
No. He has a terrible accent. He does nothing about that.
No.
He has no voice. He does nothing about that.
Yeah, I mean, you hear the guys say a couple of lines.
Well, I'm here learning from you, actually.
Yeah, but you can't learn how to have a voice from me.
Well, that's true, but eventually I can go get voice lessons and stuff like that. But I want to learn about radio, and that's why.
But I think you've learned about all you're going to learn from me.
No. All you need to know about radio is how to turn one on.
Yeah, because that's all you're ever going to do your whole life. So the other day, what is it, Stuttering John?
I was with Ganji yesterday.
Yeah.
And then they want a DJ in one of our markets.
Yeah.
And and I'm really stuttering. Hold on a second. And they want auditions, so I said, Ganji, why don't you try? He goes, nah, I don't even want. I just want to stay here.
Yeah. Well, do you know what that was? That was our phony phone call. Is that what he's talking about?
No. There's actually a real job opening, and Ganji won't even try out.
Where is the job opening?
Our company posts, like, flyers over on the wall on the other side.
What station is that, John?
Chicago, I think.
I think we'll find out.
Our station in Chicago?
Yeah. Our station. Our affiliate is...
Right, Infinity.
Right, the Infinity station.
And they're looking for a DJ.
And so I said, Ganji, why don't you try? He goes, no way, I don't want to leave here. I ain't going to leave.
Good job.
Nobody wants to leave.
I don't know. Why is this such a good deal?
Why do you like it here so much?
I do. I just like it because I like the group that we're in. I enjoy. You're a good boss. You really are.
Yeah.
I work with some good people. I feel
I don't pay anything.
The pay is horrible, but I figure I'm young, so I can still learn. I have time to learn.
What are you learning? What have you learned?
You know you're not learning it. He's learned to carry boxes into my house.
That's right.
And baked potatoes.
Yeah, he bakes my potatoes, gives me coffee. I don't know what he's learning, though. Are you really learning
Have
something?
you learned anything?
What have you learned? Seriously, tell me.
I learned how you do the show. I learned how the show operates. I learned how the station operates, because obviously I'm around here.
Right.
So, I just sort of like see how you operate, and I just pick up things.
I don't mean this in any kind of offensive way, but I think you're more qualified. After training with me for years now, I think you're more qualified to be a microwave chef than to be a dish jockey. I mean, the only thing he's learned is to work for nothing.
Yeah.
And everybody has their theory about Ganji, and I think we share the same theory, Robin. Although you've never told me your theory.
Oh, well, have you ever shared yours with me?
No, I haven't. I'll confess I haven't. No one shares anything with me. But I am indignant as well. But my theory on Ganji is that he has a rich father and that he will go into his father's business.
Yeah, I tell Ganji almost every day that don't worry, you're going into construction.
Right, and he plays here, and this is a great time in his life.
Yeah.
He's getting girls, he's getting all kind of things, he's having all kind of fun with us. And then eventually, when the serious going gets going.
Right, when he's ready to start a family
Right.
and be a serious man.
So anyway, to prove the point, this is what I did. The phony phone call didn't turn out so good because I had Tim Sabian from YSP in Philadelphia make it. But I said, what would happen if Ganji actually got offered a job? So I had one of the people who works here, I had them go up to Ganji and say, hey, listen, there's a job opening in Philly. Now listen to this.
Now, Philly's a good city.
All right. WYSP, our station in Philly.
Number one station?
Number one station. Needs someone from the Stern Show. They want one of the guys, either Gary or you or John, to host a sports rock talk show.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Which we know is a bad idea. But no pressure because everyone knows you're not a professional. But all you have to do is go on and say you're from the Stern Show and play a bunch of music and stuff. Guess what Ganji says?
What?
I don't want to do it.
Are you kidding?
Now, here's a guy, he finally has, he goes, I don't care, I don't want to call. You didn't call, right?
I got it from one of the people around the station. I didn't think it was a reliable source.
Yeah.
So then later on, you came to me.
No, don't jump ahead.
Okay, I just didn't think it was a reliable source. I thought
you didn't think it was a liable source?
A reliable source.
Oh, reliable, okay. So anyway, sauce. A reliable sauce. My mother's tomato
you put
sauce.
that on something. You put that on spaghetti, that's reliable.
You know who the source was?
What?
His girlfriend.
I know. And he doesn't think it was a reliable. Yeah, he didn't believe her. I planted the information with his girlfriend, all right?
Wow.
So then I came to him myself because he wasn't making the call. Now, I had Tim Sabian, the program director, ready to take Ganji's call with a tape recorder.
Uh-huh.
Ready to do all this.
Ganji doesn't even call.
And the joke was going to be that Tim Sabian would ask him to audition and to lower his voice, deeper.
Yeah, we'd see what he could do.
And then he was supposed to negotiate salary with him. Of course, Sabian did it all wrong. Because he says, Ganji, how much money would you want? And Ganji goes, I don't know, like, $300. And then Sabian's supposed to go, it pays like $20. But Ganji would have taken it, right? So I wanted to see him negotiate, but Sabian blew it. Because he says, I know what to do, I know what to do.
Right.
But he couldn't take any direction from me. I know what to do. And then at the end, he was supposed to suggest to Ganji that maybe he would sleep at his house and like try to pick him up homosexually. You know what I mean? But of course he didn't do that.
Of course.
But to me, the funniest part of the phony phone call is when Ganji auditions. I think I should share that with you.
Yes, I would love to hear an audition.
So finally, let me play the audition and then I'll take a break, Fred, because I'm sort of setting this whole thing up. All right, you ready? So Ganji finally makes the call at my prodding.
Okay.
All right, and didn't suspect anything. In fact, after the phone call was made, had no idea it was a phony phone call. He was already bragging that he got the job to everyone.
He got a job?
But he didn't. Let me just
Stern Show. Hi, is Mike Ganjian, please?
Yeah, right here.
Mike, Tim Sabian.
Hey, Tim, how's it going?
Good. I was just on the phone with my travel agent changing my trip from Colorado to Utah.
Oh,
my ski trip. So,
vacation?
yeah. Listen, I have a situation where we're going to do a sports talk show on the weekends and with music and stuff. And what I was thinking about, Ken and I were talking, this manager here, about doing it with somebody from the Stern Show.
Okay.
Where we could get some promotion, promote morning drive.
Right from Howard.
Right, that type of thing. And I need somebody that's into sports, somebody that's, young and hungry, that is interested in something like that, and that understands, what Howard does Monday through Friday.
Good setup, right?
I was going to say, yeah, well, he's hungry. I know that.
Yeah, we know he's hungry. Just ate 3 corn muffins. Key word, hungry.
It also understands what classic rock is all about.
I love his, Howard. He does these one-word things.
Yeah, well, that's all he can talk. He wants to be a disc jockey. All he can say is one word. Howard. Howard.
Sounds good. I was thinking about, you or, like Gary or somebody else that would be interested in doing it. Is that something that appeals to you?
It definitely does. I was,
in football, when I was younger and stuff like that. And I know, a lot about sports and, definitely I know the system around here and, rock and stuff like that.
Do you read?
That's some sentence for a guy. I know some stuff, and
I
played some
football.
I played some football, and I know some sports and stuff, and I know rock and roll, and I'm hungry. Where's this sandwich?
You like this, don't you?
I think I'm qualified.
You're enjoying this one, aren't you? Yeah.
Sports pages?
Usually.
What papers do you read?
Usually like Newsday or the Post.
What have you had any experience on air other than doing the Howard Stern show?
College. I was on college radio.
What type of shifts do you do?
In college?
Yeah.
I did a musical shift in college, and I was also sports director in college for about a semester.
Boy, some heavy credentials.
About a semester. How come everything's about and like? It was like Newsday.
For about a semester.
I read a newspaper. It's like Newsday.
I read a newspaper like Newsday. It's a ripoff of Newsday. It's very similar to Newsday.
Parody.
You'll never get a job in broadcasting. You're with me for life. You're a lifer.
So.
It's either me or your dad.
I'm staying here.
Oh, you were sports director for how long? Oh, like a semester. Oh, yeah? Yeah, well, no one else would take it, so I had to be it.
That's how it happened.
Yeah. Sounds like he's ready to take over Greg Gumbel's spot.
How long have you done?
Now, any other program director would have hung up at this point.
Yeah,
but
just listen to his voice. I was just listening to this voice. You're not going to put this on the radio.
Wait till he gets to his audition. Hold on.
What for?
Well, I'm out of college already for like almost a year.
Okay.
But I did that. I did college.
I did that.
I did that. I'm sports director for a semester. I did that. I think I'm very qualified.
College radio for 4 years. Sports director for actually one semester, which is 6 months.
Is this something that you could do where you could come down from New York to Philadelphia and do something like this?
Yeah, that's not a problem.
On the weekend?
Yeah, that's not a problem.
Okay, it'd be like 1 or 2 shifts on a weekend? What kind of money would you be looking?
Yeah, that's not a problem. That's not a problem.
Can afford to do something like that?
Well, that I wouldn't know. That I don't. Obviously, since I've never been in this before, I wouldn't know.
Right, he asked him how much money he wants.
Right.
Then Tim was supposed to give him $20.
Yeah.
But, of course, Tim blew the best joke. But that's Tim. You could just imagine what...
He's not a comedian.
Right.
Well,
Well, I didn't ask him to be one. I just told him to write down everything I was saying. I told him, I programmed him like Sherry Lewis programs that lamb chop, and this guy can't listen.
I wouldn't know how this works, or that I guess we'd have to talk about that.
Because you've got to figure you got to take a train, or would you drive down, or?
Either I'd probably drive. So talking about driving in, and
Everything is
Yeah, what is he talking about? Talking about driving in, and what are you talking about, Dan?
All the guy said is, how much money do you want? You should have just said to him, listen, I'm not prepared to discuss money right now. This is all new to me.
Yeah, I was really nervous.
All right. I know. You know.
You know, I was really nervous.
I was nervous for about a semester, which is 6 months.
At this point, I think Gange's just dreaming of that drive down and the fried chicken at the rest areas on the way to Philly.
Roy Rogers ahead.
Yeah. I'll drive down to my dad's car.
It's like a 5-hour drive when Gange does it.
5-hour drive. It's really 3 hours, but 2 hours of stop-offs to the fried chicken. I'll drive down to my dad's car.
Oh, my God. There's a drive-through window. Let's go up.
Another rest area coming up.
Oh, great. I don't have to urinate, but I got to eat. I got a White Castle in the glove box. Extra crispy.
Is there any idea as far as money-wise that you're into, or?
To give you, I really don't know. I mean, like a usual shift is usually what, a couple $100?
Okay, is that what you're looking for? Would that be something that would be fair for you?
I guess like $300 for like a shift. Right? Would that be something?
Okay. All right, that's really not important. More so, I'm looking.
He was supposed to say at that point.
Yeah,
No, I was thinking more like $30
right.
a shift.
Like you're way out of line.
And then Gange would just say, "You're okay. My dad will pick up all the other expenses."
For just the experience level. Is there a sports page or something around there right now so I can just...
This is my favorite part, where he has to audition. This is good. All right, let me take a break, and I'll play you Gange's audition after this. Over the phone. You're going to love this.
Oh, this is great. I can't wait.
Yeah,
I've been waiting for this for how many years?
You're going to hear the audition. We'll be back right after these words.
The Howard Stern Show will be back. Okay.
It's 8:10 at 97.1 The Eagle.
The Howard Stern Show. 97.1 The Eagle.
I made my wife suck one of my toes last night.
Why?
Because I just said, This
woman is just about to give birth.
I know. I said, you never put my feet
in your mouth?
My feet are my most attractive body part. God blessed me with very, very beautiful feet.
It's gotten to that point.
Yeah, and even my wife knows it. There's really nothing that attractive on me. I don't have any good...
But you have beautiful eyes.
All right, the eyes are nice.
You think your feet are better than your eyes?
It's a toss-up. Have you ever seen my feet? Have you ever really looked at them?
I've looked at your feet.
Come over
I don't
here.
find them that attractive.
Come over here for a second. Come on in here. Hey, Sandy. You're a girl, right? All right. Last time you checked. Want to see something really cute?
Sure.
All right, you and Robin can see my feet. Because you're girls.
One each.
I'll show you. Wait. I say it's a little hard to get
Is
my...
one foot better than the other? Show us your best one.
I'm going to show you my right foot. I want to... Wait a second. Ganji, you want to suck my toes?
Ganji would do that for you.
Ganji would.
Yeah, okay.
Well, how much, Ganji? How much
Let me get they're a little sweat because they've been in their shoes.
Don't make excuses.
Sandy, you ever look at a guy's feet?
Yeah.
Robin, you look at a guy's feet, right?
Sure.
Okay.
Most guys have very ugly feet.
All right. Ready? Look at that foot. Seriously. Look at it.
No, I don't like feet, and that's a nice foot.
Right.
It's a nice foot.
That's a nice foot. I mean, that's a very attractive foot.
I didn't say, well.
It's huge.
It's
but
big.
It's big. But seriously, you don't like feet, and yet that's a foot you could love, right?
Right.
I mean, if a guy was in bed with you and you looked at his feet and they look like that, you'd say, hey, at least he's got kind of cute feet.
You would say that.
Kiss my foot. Rob, my foot's stuck to the pavement. Oh, it's a little wet.
Cute, sweaty feet.
All right. Seriously, aren't they nice looking?
They are.
Thank you. Robin?
I've seen nicer feet.
Why don't you just admit that you're in love with my feet?
Oh, please.
Why can't you admit that? She can never admit that I have something nice. Boy, my feet stink. Jesus. Have you ever sucked a foot, Robin?
No, I don't like feet.
No, but seriously, my foot's kind of cute, right?
It's a nice looking foot. It doesn't look like you keep it in a shoe all day.
Right. No, I know what you mean, because some guys have really bad feet.
Oh, man. Look at Jackie's. Jackie's laughing.
Yeah. Jackie has no toenails. Jackie has no he's laughing at my feet. And I think it's kind of cool because certainly I would rather have ugly feet and a really good-looking face and a nice nose and all that kind of stuff.
Thank you.
Well, I'm not saying you have that.
Thank you.
That bastard.
He's doing his thing today. You notice he's introducing himself without you even saying anything.
Oh, yeah. Jackie is like sort of part of the show and just yelling out every 3 seconds something.
And he's punctuating every, there'll be a whole run of laughter and then you'll hear at the end of it.
Injecting himself. Jackie coming in with a... There he is. All right, so... Anyway... what was I talking about?
You were saying something about having your wife suck your toes.
Yeah, so I just said to her, why don't you put one of those toes in your mouth? And she did it. And
She did?
And it was turning me on.
You enjoyed it?
Yeah, she was good at it. And you know what? It was, and then I made her stop.
And she did it lovingly.
No, and then I made her stop because I don't want to make my wife. She's about to give birth. I don't want to make her do that. But I just wanted to see if she'd do it because she doesn't do anything wild.
And she actually did it, and she did a good job.
Well, she just for a second, and then I pulled my foot away. I just wanted to see if she'd do it.
Why didn't you do it then instead of sometime when you're making love?
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it would be nice if spontaneously she would just start doing something weird. She'd go, oh, I'm so hot, I have to put my foot in your mouth. And I'd go, ooh. I would be embarrassed. Now, you don't want your wife acting like a whore, but you just want to see if she would. Anyway, where were we? Oh, we were introducing Ganji.
Yes.
All right, I don't mean to get off track.
His audition, I'm about to hear.
Yeah. All right, so Ganji's one of our interns. We're introducing each member of the radio show to our new audiences. And just to recap, Tim Sabian from Philadelphia, the program director, is offering Ganji a job.
Yes.
In this phony phone call. And now he's getting Ganji to audition for him over the phone. He says, go grab a newspaper and read me the sports page.
Get the sports page.
All right.
Can we hear you read a little bit of sports?
Let me go check. Give me 2 seconds.
Okay.
Ganji dropped the phone.
Ganji dropped the phone on his head. That was that clunk, a familiar clunk.
Just pick out any story.
Okay,
Here's the big audition. You ready? Ganji races through this like it's a I don't know, like the Indianapolis 500.
Like there's a deadline.
Yeah. Like, I better get to this fast because I got to get to sports. I got to get to weather.
Hold on, let me get to the sports page. All right, U.S. drug agent, NFL still dirty. Okay. U.S.
This is your audition, Dan?
He's reading it like lunch is ready.
The agent yesterday said he expects more arrests of NFL players in an investigation of illegal steroid and hormone trafficking.
What? Slow down just a little bit.
Okay. A U.S. drug agent yesterday said he expects more arrests of NFL players in an investigation of illegal steroid and hormone trafficking.
I don't even know what he said.
Why would you pick that story?
I don't know. He just was winging it.
That has already resulted.
Can you get your voice just a little deeper?
Okay. Yeah, I'm just a little nervous, Tim. All right?
Yeah, just relax. Enjoy it. Just relax.
He's a little nervous on the phone. Can you imagine him on the show?
Yeah, wait till you put that microphone in front of you and say, you're on.
Hey, you don't want to admit that. Can I give you a job tip?
Sure.
You're supposed to be here learning. Don't say you're nervous on the telephone. God knows what's going to happen when you get in front of the microphone. You're going to croak.
That's true.
You were born to do this when you're talking to a program director.
You're like Ralph Cramden on an yeah,
A U.S. drug agent yesterday said he expects more arrests of NFL players in an investigation of illegal...
Timmons told him to lower his voice.
I was going to say, is that the lowered voice?
Yeah, that's the new lowered voice. He's like, no difference. Still sounding like a guy mumbling.
Steroid and hormone trafficking that has already resulted in an indictment.
An indictment.
Oh, boy.
I like the word resulted there, too. Resulted in an indictment. I know, so what's going on?
It has already resulted in an indictment of 2 players. On Tuesday, Giants offensive lineman Eric Moore.
I'll tell you what, can you try to, like, on certain words you have, like, a New York accent on, can you kind of back off on that a little bit? Just enunciate?
Try. New York accent is what I have. And I know it's a little hard. If I'm conscious of it, I can get rid of it a little more.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
He's reading almost as badly as he spells. You might want to start even taking some reading courses. Here's a guy who wants to be a disc jockey. I said to him, he goes, I got to take speech. He's got to take reading.
He's got to take everything. I think he has to go back to school.
Yeah. I don't think he graduated. You just need more education.
Yeah, I think so.
Sort of to be an announcer, you really need no qualifications. You just got to be good at the gift of gab and sort of know how to read and that. And you don't know how to do any of that stuff.
Yeah, I think I'm going back.
Okay, you ready?
All right, so now he has to read deeply, slowly, and get rid of
his accent.
Right. I have 2 words for you, Ganji. Adult education.
Okay.
A U.S. drug agent yesterday said he expects more arrests of NFL players in an investigation of illegal steroid and hormone trafficking that has already resulted in an indictment of 2 players.
Again with indictment.
He's hung up on that word. He's already had 3 read-throughs. I tell you, man, you're in big trouble.
Oh, yeah.
I think you're a lifer. You're with me for life.
On Tuesday, Giants offensive lineman Eric Moore...
Okay. Can you make your voice go just a little deeper?
How's this?
Okay.
How's this?
No problem.
U.S. drug agent yesterday said he expects more arrests of NFL players in an investigation of illegal steroid and hormone trafficking that has already resulted in an indictment of 2
Tim's had enough. Okay.
players.
Okay, that's pretty good. Can you also take phone calls? Do you have a problem with that on the air?
No, obviously
Just
not.
talking to listeners?
Obviously not.
He's so articulate.
You can tell I'm talking to you. I don't know that you talk well enough to be a construction worker at your father's construction company.
Oh, come on.
Well, anyway, it goes on and on and on.
Yeah.
And then he was supposed to try to pick up Tim homosexual style. Ganji homosexual style.
He didn't do that, though.
No.
Oh.
Tim was supposed to say, hey, would you, hey, by the way, where are you going to stay?
I don't want you to have to
Yeah.
spend money on a hotel.
So little Ganji goes, yeah, I could stay in a hotel, So he says, listen, I got my place here. You could camp out at my place for the weekend. We can really get to know each other. So Genji goes, and then he goes,
give him that old pickup line.
The line was supposed to be, would you want to come here and watch some movies with me and stuff on the weekends? And then Genji go, well, yeah, I guess, okay. You ever see Boys in the Band? Yeah. What's that? Well, it's this movie about this gay guy who,
you could come over, watch movies, do a little hot tubbing.
Yeah, I got a hot tub here, and we can relax and really get into each other. But I don't know. Tim kind of backed down off it.
I didn't think you could get him to do that.
No. So Genji got off the phone and thought he might have a job. In fact, he came out.
He was telling people he had a job.
He already bragged to like several people. He'd already bragged.
Now, Genji, listening to your audition there.
Yeah. Wouldn't you say he needs to call back?
Think?
Yeah, I'm never getting a job.
Nice audition.
I know.
Seriously, and you know what I just remembered as an experience when Stuttering John had a Xerox show. I was his co-host. So, I mean, we did that for about a year. You know about that.
Do you think there would be a problem? See, one of the problems that I had with this is, like Stuttering John or Gary or somebody like that, if I picked you, is it going to cause some problems with you, with the rest of the people up there?
Not that I know of, no.
Okay.
No problem. I'm ready to start on the air tomorrow.
Anyway, who the hell cares about that?
So that's Genji. He's one of the interns on the show. Yeah. And then let me quickly introduce the rest of the people. Well, there's no such thing as quickly introducing anyone, but Gorillo, you can come in here. Gorilla's so nervous that he might not get introduced.
He was afraid you'd overlook him.
Yeah, and then there's another intern. These are all the cast of players.
I don't even know this one. Who's this?
Gorillo?
No, Gorilla. I thought you said somebody after him.
No, here's the intern, Gorilla.
What's up, man?
What's up, man? And there's really nothing to say about him other than he works here.
Yeah, we were trying to think, is there something we could play of his?
But you haven't even distinguished...
I did Joan Kennedy interview.
You did what?
I did a Joan Kennedy interview.
Right. Do we actually have anything of that on tape?
We have it on tape.
The funny thing about him is that Fred does a great impression of Gorilla.
I did a Joan Kennedy interview. We might have it on tape.
He's another kid who wants to be...
In radio.
In radio.
I want to broadcast.
Who has no voice and has a thick New York accent. Brooklyn accent.
And he's the one who really can't spell, right?
Yeah. You can't spell any words.
No. Not much, no.
Give him a word, Jackie, to spell. Robin, think of a word.
Ukulele.
No, I mean...
something simple. Something that most people could spell.
Something like that.
What? Okay, give him something simple.
How about democracy?
Democracy.
D-E-M... I have to write it down. I really
can't. All right, go ahead. Yeah, here's a pen. You're spelling democracy.
How about resource?
And resource.
Resume.
Separate.
All right, separate is a good one. Separate. All right, first spell democracy.
D-E-M-O-C-R-A-C-E.
What'd you say? What did you say? Say that again. Say it again slowly. I just couldn't even hear it. Just say it again. Say it again.
D-E-M.
Yeah.
O.
Yeah.
C. R-A-C-E or C-Y.
Oh, boy.
Oh, man. He's got it spelled right, but he's reading it wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. He's got a Y.
He doesn't have confidence in that Y.
Yeah.
I don't have any confidence when I spell.
Man, you're a college graduate, right?
No.
You're still in college?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, I'm sorry.
But how long do you have before you graduate?
And do you really think his spelling is going to change when he graduates?
Yeah.
You don't learn spelling in college.
Yeah, his last semester is when he gets spelling.
All right, why don't you spell resource?
R-E-S-O-U-R-C-E.
Right.
Okay, how about necessary?
Oh, forget about that one.
What other words do you have down there?
Separate.
All right, spell separate.
S-E-P-E-R-A-T-E.
S-E-P-E?
That's wrong.
It's S-P-E-P-A.
Okay, I'm wrong.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Separate?
Yeah.
But what he's famous for is spelling words that in common conversation, like on notes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I could spell
you should see that I have the letter that Gorilla sent when he wanted to be an intern here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, let me read that to you.
Oh.
Yeah.
I also have the interview that I did with Tom Chiasano.
Oh, yeah, that was the interview.
That was good.
I have the report in my bag if you want to read it.
You wrote the report already?
Oh, yeah. Actually, I have a better...
Dear Mr. Delabate, I am going to try to get right to the point. This is the first.
Oh, no.
Look at it. Look
Oh,
at it.
my.
Holy.
My name is Steve Gorillo. I'm 19 and attending my second semester at Hunter College. I have not declared a major yet, but I am leaning toward communications. I am writing W-R-I-T-T-I-N-G. Is that right? W-R-I-T-T-I-N-G. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I think.
No.
2 T's,
No,
1 T.
One T. This is he's writing a letter for a job.
Yeah.
All right. I am writing this letter hoping you will feel my sincerity. And he spelled sincerity wrong, too.
Oh, no.
I am an avid listener of the Howard Stern Show. I have already submitted a resume, R-E-S-U, with the line over the U. M-E. I have submitted a resume to you. That was last May. I did not get a response from you. I know you must get hundreds of resumes. Now, you got to see how he spelled resumes. This time he has 2 of those French things. Now he has, as it goes along, he spelled it 2 different ways. R-E-S-U with the thing over the U and then the thing over the E as well. Look at that one.
He's not sure.
Yeah, he's got resumes.
You get 2 of those.
Yeah. It just goes on and on. I mean, the spelling errors are unbelievable. Listen to this sentence. You ready?
Okay.
All right, so he wants to be our intern. I have this desire inside of me that eats at me every day.
What? Gorilla?
What's with you, man?
You want somebody to hire you or call the police?
I want to know what's wrong with Gary that he let this guy into the station.
What's eating at you?
What's eating at you, man?
I don't know, I got this bad stomach problem.
I have this desire inside of me that eats at me every day. I'm sure you know how I feel. I know the sacrifices that have to be taken, and I'm more than willing to take them.
Oh, geez.
I think he's applying for bodyguard jobs. Sacrifices that have to be taken.
Not made. They're taken.
Oh. Sacrifices that have to be making. I know I'm going out on a limb to tell you this now. I've taken too much of your time already, but I feel I have to.
All right, let's hear it.
When I first didn't get a response from when I submitted my first resume, I have to admit I was disappointed. Listen to these sentences. Gorilla.
This is how he speaks, though.
I was disappointed. I tried to put it out of my mind, but I couldn't. Something inside of me keeps telling me not to give up.
Write another letter.
He's got a dog talking to him.
Write another letter. Right, Sparky? That's right.
I thought of sending another resume, but you probably get too many, and I thought of calling, but you probably get more freak phone calls than resumes. My only hope is this letter. I am asking you to please give me a chance, even if it's only an hour, a week, or 2. I don't want that. Oh, Gorilla, you got the job. The letter was effective.
That letter turned the corner for you.
Yeah. Well, I know why Gary hired Gorilla.
Why?
Because he said he had to find a mental patient willing to get up at 5 in the morning to come in and listen to tapes and stuff. But you know what? You're a sensitive little numbskull. I'm telling you. You really are, man. Did I embarrass you by reading this letter?
I guess. Nah.
No, you liked it. You liked the media attention. If I don't work out, at least I know I tried. Gary, I'm asking you one more thing. Please don't leave me hanging.
Is this all in the letter?
I mean, it's no.
Esposito.
This is the same love letter Esposito wrote to that little girl before he stuck her in the hole.
Don't leave me hanging.
Good or bad, I would like to know what the story is, or I just may go crazy. Even if you can't use me now, I would like to know. I'll be ready anytime. Wow.
Wow.
You have to admit.
What?
You have to admit, through all the spelling and grammatical errors, the guy really wanted to be here.
Yes, he did. And,
he had a hunger.
He had a hunger
eating inside of
him. He had a hunger eating inside. I love the metaphor. Well, I guess when you first heard his voice, Gary, you realized he was a gold mine. Right?
Baba Booey.
This is one of the sacrifices you have to take.
This is one of the sacrifices. This is one of the sacrifices I had to take.
Well, Gorilla, you're here, and now I've introduced you to all of the new markets as well, okay? All right, so there it is. Steve Gorilla, Stuttering John, and Mike Ganji, the 3 interns on the show.
That's right, Howard.
All right, very good. In a minute, I'll introduce Gary Baba Booey and Fred Norris and Jackie Joke Man, and then Robin and I will introduce ourselves to to all the new markets, right?
Well, that's what we're here for today.
That's what we're here for today. We'll be back right after these words. Oh, the Howard Stern received this yesterday. It says, as an ardent fan of Howard Stern, I would love to have the Butt Bongo video as a memento of what I believe will be a collector's video in time.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, I don't have the funds to purchase one. I'm a 70-year-old paraplegic, a World War I veteran, confined to a wheelchair. Howard Stern gives me no end of pleasure, both on TV and radio. His video would allow me to enjoy him at any time I wish. At present, my only source of income is my meager Social Security and VA bonus, which is used for medicine and subsistence.
I would, sustenance.
Subsistence, rather.
Oh, subsistence.
Subsistence. Okay. Subsistence. Not sustenance. If you and Howard could possibly see your way clear to send me a complimentary copy of the video.
Who is you?
Gary.
Okay.
I will be eternally grateful. Thank you for taking the time to read this. I remain sincerely yours, and he signs his name.
Well,
because this man is a World War I veteran and paraplegic, I am going to offer it to him at half price.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
What do you mean? You don't think that's very generous?
I will give him a video.
You don't have one.
How old is this guy?
I will pay you for it.
If we give away a free... Let me say something, that everyone is trying to get free copies.
You think this guy's lying?
I don't know. We can call him. If I feel he's sincere, half price.
That's a great story. He deserves it if he's lying.
Listen, can I just say something?
What?
I don't think it's fair to the rest of our listeners. I'm sure all of our listeners had great stories.
Oh.
And I am telling you, at half price, on this guy gets Social Security and VA benefits. There's no reason why he can't afford it at half price. Would be what? $15?
Yeah, but I have a question for you.
All right, no, that's about 17.
No, it's about $20.
$20 is not a lot of money.
I already have a little problem with the letter. I just noticed.
And no tax. Yeah, go ahead.
What
year was World War I?
World War I was 19... Let's see, World War II was 1940-something, so you got to figure... What?
World War II was... So he's
right, he's saying...
Right, I'm counting backwards.
He said he was a World War I veteran, correct?
That would be 1917.
He's dead, isn't he?
1919.
1917.
1919
okay,
somewhere.
how many years ago was that?
Couldn't have happened.
Right, he's dead.
My father is
no.
about to turn 80, and he was born in
It's about 70 years ago the war took place. He said he's 70 years old and he's a World War I veteran. I mean, he wasn't born yet.
He was in his father's stomach. His father went to war.
World War II veterans are around 70 now.
Yeah. That's right, because my father's a World War II veteran.
Let's tell the guy he didn't fool us. He's no World War I veteran.
I was about to give him a video.
Yeah, I told you, and I was about to give him half price.
Maybe he left a one off.
Yeah.
Could be.
Maybe he forgot which war he was in.
Yes, hi, this is the Howard Stern Show calling. I got a letter from your husband about a free videotape. Can he come on the radio with us? All right, thank you.
How did you know it was her husband?
Well, I assumed she sounded like an older woman. Mm-hmm. Wouldn't you assume that it would be...
I don't know. I think it was a nurse.
Oh, right. Yeah, I didn't think of that. Yeah, who would stick with a guy like this?
He's 70. It's probably not his mom.
Yeah. Maybe he is a paraplegic, but he lied about his veteran status. Right. Right now he's scrambling for his wheelchair in case we got a hidden camera. He's walking around the house. Quick, give me that wheelchair.
I thought I heard someone huff hello on the phone, and then I thought I heard someone hang up.
Oh. Hello? Hello? Yes? Hello? Hello? Yes, thank you.
You think we were hung up on?
Hello? Mm-hmm. Maybe he's dragging himself to the phone. As a paraplegic. Hello? Thank you.
Hello.
Yes, hi. Is this Mr. Levine?
Yeah.
I got your letter about being a paraplegic.
Yeah.
Was that you?
Where are you calling from?
It's the Howard Stern radio show. We're on the air.
Pardon?
We're calling live on the air.
Howard Stern.
Howard Stern show.
Oh, hi.
You are not... Did you write me this letter?
Yes, I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I'm a paraplegic.
You're a World War I veteran?
This is World War II.
Oh, it's two. That's why I couldn't read it.
Yeah,
all right, now
Howard.
it makes sense.
Of course.
Oh, now I understand.
Okay.
I see. You are a well, let me tell you something. I've read your letter. Was that your wife on the phone?
No, my daughter.
Oh, that was your daughter.
Right.
I'm even more impressed.
Right.
Wow. Now, so you have full sexual feelings down there, right?
No.
Is that correct? You do not?
No.
You're kidding me.
No. I'm paralyzed from waist down.
So how'd you have a daughter?
Pardon?
How'd you get a daughter?
Well, that was before.
Ah.
Oh, you got her before. And you were paralyzed in the war?
Partially, and then the rest of it happened afterwards.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you haven't had sex in like 50 years?
About 15.
15?
Yeah.
Believe me, I haven't had sex in 15 years either.
You two have a lot in common.
Yeah, we really do. Now you say you have a meager Social Security and VA bonus.
Right.
Right?
Couldn't someone get this for you as a gift? Your daughter's right there. Does she work?
Doesn't your daughter work?
No.
She can't afford the tape?
No.
She doesn't work?
No.
How old is she?
She's getting married. She's 22.
Can her fiance come up with some money for the tape?
I don't want to ask her.
Well, you know, because I'm a great guy, I have some good news for you.
All right.
I'm reducing the price for you. Half price. $20. What do you think?
I think it's good.
What?
I think that's fantastic, but
You do?
I can't.
You don't have $20?
No.
Wait a second. Let me get this straight. How much you get from Social Security?
Well, right now they took away my pension.
They took away your pension.
My
What?
VA pension.
Why did they do that?
I don't know. It was a mistake and overpayment several years ago.
Overpayment?
Oh, that happens a lot, yeah.
You're kidding me.
You wouldn't believe it.
You mean they overpaid you and you didn't know it?
When the government wants to take something away, they do it.
Right.
They don't ask questions.
But you're a veteran. I thought you were entitled to a bonus.
They don't care.
They can change the rules any time, Howard.
Right.
You know, there used to be a lot of veterans benefits that don't exist anymore.
How much you get from Social Security?
About $4 something a month.
400?
Yeah.
Well, I don't see why you can't dip in for 20.
You got to take rent out of that, food.
How much you paying him?
Medicine.
How much
I
you?
got a house.
You have a house you own or you rent?
I own.
You own?
Yeah.
Well, you must have equity in that.
Hey, put it up for sale.
You know, I'm saying you can get a.
Why don't I mortgage the house?
A second mortgage.
Why don't you mortgage the house?
Yeah, to buy that tape, right?
Right.
You're funny, Howard.
Thank you.
I got tapes of you on different shows that I ran on my VCR that I think you're fantastic.
Now you have a VCR.
Yeah, I tell everybody about you.
All right. Now you have $400 a month. How much rent you got to pay?
Well, it's all mortgage. It's not rent.
How much mortgage you got to pay?
There's taxes and well, it's pretty close to that.
Where do you live? In Illinois?
Yeah.
I'm calling Illinois.
Right.
That must cost you next to nothing to live there.
Well, sure it does. Yeah.
What do they charge you for rent?
It's
for
not rent.
mortgage.
It's mortgage.
All right. How much they charge you?
Well, total comes to about $4 something.
$400 a month?
Yeah.
So all your money goes to the mortgage.
Just about.
Well, somebody must be chipping in on the mortgage with you.
Well, nobody. I have some meager savings that we went through, and then it's gotten to the point now where it's just too much.
All right, you know what?
Is he going to lose his home?
You're not going to lose your home, are you?
No.
Oh, okay.
You know what? You really touched me, and I'm going to break down here. $10 for the tape.
Oh, stop it.
What? Come on, Robin. $10. You're talking about a $34.95 value.
You want to do? How about $1?
No.
How about $1?
See, I don't think people appreciate it as much unless they pay a minimum of $10.
The dollar is the same as 10.
No, $10 minimum. That's as low as I go. I'm sorry.
You know, years ago, let me tell you a story.
I'm going to have to hang up. $10. If you can't go $10, you don't really love me.
Can I put the $10 in for it?
No, I want it coming from him.
Howard, I met a
You're talking about 3D effects, Robin, that were not cheap to produce.
Howard, one day I met a prostitute. I asked her how much she wanted. She said she wanted $100. I says, $100? I says, I'll give you $3. She says, what do you think I am? I says, look, let me tell you something. If you can take 100, you can take 3.
Well, I love that logic.
For a hooker.
Listen, to handle a paraplegic, that's a lot of work. You should charge you $150. You don't need a hooker, though. You don't feel anything down there, right? Do you psychologically still want to have sex?
Still want to have a woman touch him where he can feel, wouldn't you?
Like where? Where can you feel? Like your chest or something? Would you like a woman to touch you on your chest?
Yeah.
You would?
Yeah.
Robin, why don't you go over there and do that?
I'd rather give him a video.
But you must save money on shoes and stuff, right?
Yeah, sure. wear. I don't wear out the shoes.
You don't wear them out. That's what I'm saying.
Get one pair, last your lifetime.
Yeah, so I don't see what he's complaining
That's
about.
what I can sell my wheelchair, and then I could buy one.
Well, I would have liked to see. I tried to do my best to reduce it to $10. But
I have a videotape for this young man.
No, you don't.
You can't
No.
find it in your heart.
I reduced it from $34.95 to $10.
I will get him a tape.
Hey, let me get this straight. Hey, business is business.
Well, wait a second now.
What is
Hold
that?
on. There's a listener on the line, one
Yeah.
of many who has called, who has offered to buy the video for this gentleman.
Really?
Yes.
To buy it?
Yeah.
No. I want it coming from him. I want the $10 from him. I want to bleed him. You realize what you get? You get the 3D. You get the 3D.
He knows. He's sold. He wants it.
You get Tribute to Vagina. I don't know if you should see that.
I've been a fan of yours for years.
Do you think you'll be able to take the lesbian love connection and all that?
Certainly.
You'll be able to handle that?
Absolutely.
And, of course, the actual butt bongo is women running around from our audience nude.
Great.
With me pounding on their buttocks.
That's great.
And their husbands pounding on their buttocks.
Great. I think you all are great. I really do.
And that's $10 is too much for that?
Isn't my advertising for your tape worth that much when I tell people about it? I don't know how many people have bought it already.
Well, I'll tell you something. You could sell your 3D glasses and recoup the $10.
You could charge people to come in and watch it and get money back.
That's right. You see, that's why $10 is really not too much. This guy could have a movie theater in his house. All right, I tell you what I'm going to do for you. It goes against my grain, but I'm going to give you a free videotape.
Oh, thank you.
That's right. All right, there you go. Even though I know you could scrape up $10, believe me, if you bought a VCR, you certainly could afford the
I
tape.
didn't buy it. It was a gift.
Everybody's whining.
He says the VCR was a gift, Howard.
The VCR was a gift about 10 years ago.
All you have to do is send me the postage, and I will send you a...
Oh, no.
Hey, so... No, all right. We'll send you one. I'm not... What do you think I am, a skunk?
No, I think you're nice.
Where were you wounded? Where did you get hit?
Where?
Where?
What do you mean where?
Where
I
did
was in the Atlantic and the Pacific, both on board.
But I mean,
but on your body, what caused your paralysis?
Where'd you take the bullet?
In my spine.
You mean someone was good enough to shoot you in the spine?
Yeah, right.
Who did that to you? The Nips or the Krauts?
The Nips.
The Nips did it.
Yeah.
Are you still mad at the Nips?
Not anymore.
Really?
No, it's too long ago.
Then why am I still mad at the Nips if this guy
no,
isn't?
you're carrying a grudge. You're fine.
You're not mad at them. You're just saying you're mad at them. But in down deep, you're not mad at them.
Now, you say you were shot in the back, right? Were you retreating at the time?
I was on board a ship. I wasn't going anywhere.
I see, and they hit you, in the...
One thing I can't figure out, though, is his daughter is 22.
Yeah.
This happened to him back in World War II.
Right.
And his daughter was only born 22 years ago.
Yeah, but this I didn't become a paraplegic immediately. I was well enough to where I could father children up until about 20 years ago.
I see.
I see. Wow.
15 years ago.
So you rotted slowly.
Right.
Okay, all right. Well, that's always the best way to do it.
Yeah, all at once would have been terrible.
Yeah, right. I just want to rot away. All right, old timer, listen to me. You are getting a tape. I am sending one out to you.
Thank you, Howard.
We'd like the postage,
It's just our little way of thanking you for fighting for our country.
That's right. You know what? If the VA screwed you, Stern doesn't. Gee, what a champion of people I am. And for the rest of you, if you want to get in on this tape, by the way, hold on to that tape because, you know what? You're going to be able to pay your mortgage with it. We got people selling our last tape for between $500 and $1,000.
I wouldn't sell it.
That's right.
I treasure it too much.
All right, so you enjoy it, you finagling bastard, you. All right, and send me a picture of your wound. I want to see the open wound.
Oh, dear.
All right, that's what I request.
I'll send you a picture of the wound.
All right, just so we have, Gary, you will send the tape, okay?
Yeah, I got his address.
You have his address. All right, thank you very much.
Thank you, Howard.
All right, bye-bye.
And love to your show.
Oh,
I mean, you're really great.
I guess you just started getting our show.
No. I've been listening to your show I listen on the radio when I get up the first thing in the morning.
Where is he?
But he lives in Illinois.
I get it through Illinois.
You know what I'm saying? You must have just started getting it.
No, we get this on, it's a while.
How long have you been listening to us?
Oh, I don't know, about 7-8 months, I guess.
Oh, yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. You're a new listener out of Chicago.
Right.
Oh, okay.
But I tell everybody about you.
Good. We're definitely the best show on the air, right?
You are. You're number one.
Thank you.
You're Baba Booey.
Thank you very much, sir. All right, very good. There he is, our 70-year-old fan.
Yeah.
Baba Booey.
Thank you, sir.
I'll be 70 this coming February.
And let me tell you something. It was worth fighting the Nips for our freedom because you have the freedom to listen to this show. The government's trying to change that, but right now you have the freedom to listen to the show.
Right.
All right?
Wherever you're at, I'm going to listen to you.
There you go. Well, you might have to come to my house very soon because that's the only place I'll be broadcasting. All right, General.
You can come to my house, too, anytime you want.
Oh,
you can
yeah.
broadcast from my house.
That must be some house. All right, very good, General.
Howard?
Yes.
Thank you.
God bless. Yeah, there he is.
Bye.
There he is.
Did he say a secret word?
Yes, his name is Zy Gazin, which is, there he is, Mr. Finagle, General Finagle, they call him. He got himself.
He got you.
He got me. And believe me, he only got me because we're on the air. If I could have negotiated with him off the air, I bet you I could have gotten 20 out of him.
Oh, is that right?
Hey, it's a business, Robin. Well, hey, listen, there's plenty of guys who have restaurants in New York. They get the homeless coming in there every 5 minutes looking for free food. They throw them right out on their ass.
They're not giving a single way, are they?
No, they make them pay. What do you think this is, Queen for a Day? All right, there you go. General Finagle. And by the way, no other paraplegics write me because that's it.
Oh, well.
I'm not running a charity
people
here.
Not to write.
Yeah, I did this once. It was a nice gesture, but believe me, this guy thought of it. Now the rest of you are going to come up with something. That's quota, one a year.
The floodgates have already opened.
Right.
The unemployed have already been called.
Yeah, of course.
Baba
He's
Booey.
made his charitable contribution for the year now.
Yeah, that's it. Don't say Stern's cheap.
And don't forget, you can write that off.
Yeah, of course. You think I'm insane? I know
That's
what
why
I'm doing.
he did it.
Of course.
Tax break.
Tax write-off. All right, the rest of you dial 1-800-52-STERN. I really am taking it off the market. It will become a
Look
collector's
at how
item.
hungry that guy was for it.
Yep.
And he knows.
Yep.
He knows what to expect.
He had a hunger inside of him.
It was eating it.
They was eating at him. You know, Gary, I have to do the news coming next.
Baba Booey.
So what I'm thinking of doing is introducing the rest of the audience to the rest of the audience. I'm going to introduce the rest of you tomorrow.
Yeah, because I don't want to be introduced in a bad time slot.
Yeah, we don't want to push you up to 10 o'clock.
Exactly.
So what we'll do is tomorrow, Robin,
Yes.
we will introduce the rest of the crew.
I just have to point out, we took one telephone call today.
I know. And today was supposed to be Telephone Call Wednesday. Now, listen, Gary, tomorrow, make sure that all the women can get through. We're going to be looking for women for our Super Bowl party tomorrow. I screwed up today, Robin.
Should we be inviting Sam Phillips?
Yes. Would she rub us down, you think?
I don't know. I mean, she'd rub you down as part of the problem.
Yeah.
But I don't think...
Yeah, you wind up usually with girls who don't want to particularly be bothered with you guys.
You know who I think we should invite? And you guys tell me every year that I'm wrong. You guys tell me every year.
Because
Rachel?
Rachel the spanker. The girl pleases. When she gives you a rub down, she goes for it.
We're supposed to be going backwards in years, not forward. We're looking for 18-year-olds.
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, do you want to have a good time, though?
She is a good time girl.
She is, and she gets the other girls motivated.
I think that what you should do is hire girls who are like all of you guys, right?
Yeah.
Not just girls who want to come in and make time with Howard.
Right.
It does get to be a big line around you, and we end up sitting here freezing in towels.
And I got to say something. I don't mind it. So anyway, next Friday, not this Friday, Rob, next Friday is the big Super Bowl show here on the radio. And our paraplegic friend will want to listen to this because it'll make him crazier.
He should be getting a rub down. He should have somebody rub him down while he's listening to the show.
Yeah, that's what he needs. You know, Robin, I might fly that guy in just for you for the big Super Bowl show. You could rub him down. Would you do that? Would you be nice enough to do that?
No, I can't do that.
For our very horny friend?
I am a newswoman.
In Chicago? Do you believe that got $400 a month for his mortgage? So where's he getting that from?
He gets a little more than $400 from Social Security.
Yeah.
And so that covers the mortgage.
I don't get what's going on over there.
I don't either.
Guy hasn't eaten in months. He's looking for tapes. Well, anyway, 1-800-52-STERN is the number you can call for tapes. 52-STERN, brought to you by Infinity Ventures in Maine.
It's going to cost him 38 cents just to run it on the VCR.
There you go. The electricity. He can't afford to watch it. So anyway, we'll take those calls tomorrow. I'm sorry we only got to one call, but the one call was very good.
It was a very good call, yes, that's true.
And the guy wanted us to introduce ourselves to the various markets, the new markets that we're in, and we're in the middle of doing that. Unfortunately, it's taking hours to introduce ourselves.
You'd think we had a cast of thousands.
Now, Robin, I see coming up in your newscast, I'm very excited about this, it seems that you have all the performances from the big inaugural party.
We are celebrating right along with the president, Howard.
Yes, we are. We love it. We love it because all of the black people are calm. They feel very included in the inauguration.
Last night was the white inauguration, I guess.
Was that last night?
Yeah.
The white people's inauguration. All right, very good. Yeah, first was the soul inauguration, and now we're up to the white people's inauguration.
There
Let
you
me
go.
Let me tell you.
Howard will be right back on 97.1 The Eagle.
8:53 at the Eagle. I'm Les Colinas checking traffic. A stalled 18-wheeler on Inwood, the on-ramp to northbound I-35 Stemmons, slowing traffic on the service road.
The Eagle.
Want to hear a funny story?
Go ahead.
Hey, Gary, come in and tell Robin the story. He said he was talking to some kid who is applying to colleges or looking over colleges for next year.
Mm-hmm.
So he went up to Boston University, my alma mater.
You know, which is also Tipper Gore's alma mater. Were you there at the same time? She's a little older than you.
Yeah, she's a little old. Actually, she was a senior when I was a freshman, so I used to date her. Yeah. I was going out with her for a couple of weeks, yeah.
Oh, you
couple of wild weeks.
You should have married her.
Yeah, we tripped on acid together. Sure. Boy, that would have been great. Imagine if I had dated her in college, ruined her.
We could have her at your birthday show.
Yeah. Maybe I'm nuts. I've been looking at her at the inauguration. I think she's attractive.
She got better.
She did. I mean, I wasn't attracted to her during the campaigning. But she definitely thinned herself down.
They hit her a lot. During the campaigning, I didn't see a lot of her.
Yeah, because she was a negative. She was perceived as a negative.
Her husband is kind of goofy, though.
Oh, man.
Very goofy. Yeah, they hit him, too, because I didn't notice that before.
Yeah. I understand that Clinton has already, frozen him out of all the important decisions.
Well, that's one of the rumors that's been going around.
Yeah, but every president has to do that.
Well, he can't have a co-presidency.
Yeah.
You're the vice president.
Right. A big dumb guy. No.
But to see him up on stage, when he's supposedly dancing and clapping with Fleetwood Mac, and he can't get the beat.
See, I think he's a really good dancer.
They're all really bad. I mean, they're all way out of control, clapping and
I like
thumbs up.
I know, I'm really embarrassed by all this.
You should have seen did you see last night's
No,
celebration?
I couldn't watch it.
Because each of the stars was lecturing the president as to what he should do.
Right. Oh,
and then they would take
great.
a picture of the president while they're giving a lecture from the stage.
Yeah.
And sometimes, it's a very serious, like Michael Jackson talks about getting rid of AIDS.
So you got this on tape?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
He has this solemn face on when Michael Jackson's lecturing about AIDS. And then somebody lectures, says something, like Edward James Olmos talks about how he's, got every ethnic group in him, so he smiles and gives him the thumbs up.
Yeah. Meanwhile, it's all a bunch of BS.
I said, this guy's an actor.
Yeah.
He was at the, Kennedy's grave yesterday, and he knelt for the cameras,
You got to do all the right things.
Pretended to pray and put one white rose.
Because if he doesn't do this, it's like everyone gets nuts. If you didn't have a whole bunch of, I told you, that inauguration, people say $30 million is obscene. It's not obscene. If it calms all the black people down and makes them feel good that, it's worth every penny and more and more. But I like when Hillary and Tipper dance together. I like that. It turns me on in some bizarre way. I like the way they dance. I like the way they shimmy.
Oh, and Barbra Streisand sang their favorite song. Which one was it?
Make me
I
puke.
forget which one it was.
Barbra Streisand.
Evergreen.
She makes me puke.
And you get a picture of him and Hillary holding hands.
Oh, man.
The camera's on them so much, and they have no way of knowing that I'm just waiting for, Chelsea to pick her nose or something stupid to have, because the camera's always on them.
Because isn't it funny, every time we put Gary on camera during our TV show, he was picking his nose and doing something stupid or pulling the underpants out of his buttocks.
Not every time, just a big proportion.
But, Chelsea is good at giving that Gary look, that sort of hangdog look.
That dazed look.
Her and Bill do have the mouth open thing that I have.
Yeah.
Their mouths just hang.
Yeah.
And they stare.
Right. Well, your mouth would hang, too, if you had to sit through Michael Jackson telling you how to run your presidency.
Well, he started talking about Ryan White, about AIDS and everything, and he's like, Mr. President, you have to do something. So Clinton, sort of nods, and he's like,
and he's got a solemn look. He's like,
I'll solve every problem in the world by next week, you stupid retard, dying your skin white bastard.
His eyes have now moved to the side of his head.
Yeah, he's married Tyler Moore.
He's got that frog look now.
You don't mean our president, you mean Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
Right.
The whole thing reminded me of the birth of Christ, because I saw all those people on Entertainment Tonight talking about what gifts they were bringing.
Yeah.
Benny King had a gold saxophone made, and he was going to present it. They're all presenting himself.
You know what that's like? That's like the birthday show. All that garbage I get, I throw right in the garbage. I throw it right out.
Big trough right outside the White House.
Howard, I would like to present you with boxing gloves with Snapple written on them. All right, thank you. Right in the garbage. Right on that. And believe me, and Clinton can solve he can solve AIDS. If it only took $4 million to make Michael Jackson white, Clinton could spend some money and fix AIDS. No problem. So anyway, just let me tell you this story, because you got a whole bunch of tape here to play, and I'm interested. But
So this kid goes to Boston University, so he gets a tour.
Mhm.
You know, they give a kid a tour.
Yeah.
So they mention all the celebrities that graduated from Boston University.
Oh, wonderful. Okay.
You know, they mention them, perhaps Tipper Gore or somebody like this. And then the kid says, you know, when you're mentioning the celebrities, you failed to mention Howard Stern is a graduate of Boston University.
Uh-huh.
So what did the tour guide say?
He said, we don't mention him. It's an embarrassment that he graduated from here.
Oh.
Yeah, but you notice I still get the alumni
They still ask
mail.
you for money.
They're still
don't
asking
they?
me for my money, and I'll tell you one thing, I ain't sending them a dime, and I encourage anyone who is an alumni of Boston University or someone who is involved in raising funds for Boston University, I beg of you, please, do not send them a check. That creep, John Silber, the president of Boston University, was on Nightline the other night screaming about how I shouldn't be on the radio. So if you're a fan of this show, hit him in the pocketbook, that creep, that one-armed bastard. I hope his other arm falls off. I hope wouldn't that be great? You see him on TV next time?
Boom, something hits the floor.
He's got two arms missing now.
No, I would like it to happen on TV. That
Yeah.
he's standing there giving a speech, and all of a sudden you hear that noise.
Yeah, his other
and
arm.
you notice that the other sleeve is empty now.
And then like his two sleeves are pinned up nicely. Because I used to see him walking around BU. He'd have his coat would be intricately pinned.
Yes.
Like he had like you know how they fold the presidential flag
Right.
at the funeral?
That
His sleeve would be like it was like in a triangle with a special pin through it and the whole thing.
Yes.
Oh man.
So they. I didn't even realize that. You know, I thought maybe they're not aware that you're a graduate,
Yeah.
but they're embarrassed.
Yeah, they're embarrassed.
They're going to Hitler's college.
Yeah. Did you mention that Hitler graduated from here? Oh, yes, Hitler, yes. What about Stern? No, we're embarrassed.
When you first brought this guy up, did I tell you that I had a problem with a one-armed guy, too? And I always wondered if there was any way it was possibly the same guy, if he switched colleges or something.
It might have been him, yeah.
You had a one-armed president?
When I was a freshman, there was... No,
because all these guys are angry that they have one arm. And, hey, I don't blame them. I'd be pretty angry if I had one arm. Like the guy in Def Leppard don't seem so happy either.
When I was starting in college, freshman year, the first lecture we had was in this pretty big lecture hall, but I was kind of near the front, and there was one-armed guy who was way high up. I don't know, he wasn't dean, but he was one of those guys that was way up, and he had the whole thing pinned, but I guess any one-armed guy does.
Yeah.
But he gave a speech, and it was very boring, so about halfway through it, me and this girl sitting next to me, we started giggling and fooling around. Yeah. At the end of the speech, he was looking right at us. He ended the speech, and he just marched right down and stood like nose to nose with me and the girl and told us that we'll never get anywhere in life, that we're pieces of crap, and this whole thing. And he was so angry, and I always wondered if it was the same.
It's probably him. And the guy was right about you, that's for sure. I don't know about the girl.
He was psychic.
Yeah. There you go. The guy knew. But it was like real weird, you know, that they would say that.
Oh, that's terrible.
Pretty embarrassing.
They don't even want to claim you.
Yeah. And I had always, like, talked up BU and stuff.
You raved about this guy. You wanted him to be the governor.
Yeah, I didn't realize what a fascist he was. I didn't realize where he stood on all this stuff. I just thought it was impressive that he kept BU a financially viable college. But evidently he's got a whole bunch of baggage he's carrying around. And he's a real hung-up, uptight guy. I don't trust anybody who says that this show is bad. You know, like it's morally bad. I just don't trust them. I know they're full of it, and I know they're
maybe
phonies.
you ought to look a little closer at people, Howard, before you start giving them your stamp of approval.
Here, here. In fact, I'm going to ask for your help. I want you to investigate all these people that I stamp with approval. And where is my stamp of approval? You stole it. Come on, this sounds kind of interesting.
Yes,
Celebrities lecturing the new president.
All right, well, first off, they had musical tributes
Yeah.
and speeches, okay?
I love this.
So, and then, like I said, you know, the other day I did the one they did out on the mall over the weekend, and it was 95% black.
Right.
This had to be 80% white.
Yeah, this was the white part of the inauguration.
So all of a sudden, you know, whites could calm down. You say white people are still entertaining in this country. Barry Manilow, let's start with him.
Okay.
He started singing. First he sang a patriotic song, and then he broke into some other little song and had a whole choir march up on stage to sing behind him.
Is he the world's biggest pussy or what, Barry Manilow?
He is amazing to look at.
Yeah.
He is a very strange-looking person.
I think I could kick his ass. He's just like a big pussy.
That's why he doesn't come out. You never see him anywhere.
No. Talk about and awkward.
And the songs, at the Copacabana.
We should be able to take back all the money he made for all those years, because people must have been
How
insane.
did he make so much money?
Oh, here he is. So he, of course, is performing.
Yeah, first person.
All right. Beautiful. Let freedom ring.
Now the children are marching up and singing.
Now the children will sing?
See, these people are marching down the aisle to come sing with him.
They're all singing with him? Are they marching past the president?
Yeah, they're all coming down the aisles to join him on stage.
This is like one big birthday show.
Oh, yeah.
I thought my birthday show was pompous, having people perform. This is really embarrassing. You know, I swear to you, every year you throw the birthday show, I really am embarrassed, but I know it's a great radio show. This is like the birthday show.
It is. And the president, he didn't, I don't know whether he was enjoying it or not, but like I said, he had to keep getting these lectures, and he knows the camera's on him the whole time.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, so he's got to stay focused.
Yeah.
He can't just drift off.
Yeah, and meanwhile, Michael, you know, like he's listening to Michael Jackson. He goes, look at this freak.
Yeah.
You know,
well, I'm supposed to listen to him?
Yeah, I'm supposed to listen to a freak. I got a major problem on my hands. If I don't get this economy going, if I don't get things, going, I'm out, and that's it. I look like a failure.
Yeah.
I'll go down in history as a failed president. And this imbecile is up here telling me what I got to do. This is a guy who dyes himself white and has like 19 nose operations.
We don't even know where his eyes are supposed to be anymore.
Yeah. Guy has his cheeks all over the place.
His nose isn't there.
All right. He's the Phantom of the Opera. Sleeps with llamas, and he's telling me what to do. And he hangs around with Macaulay Culkin and Little Boy.
Yes.
That's his friends. And then the kids are now singing, too.
Yeah, you hear them singing with him. Okay, so then, he got this all-star band. You know what? Max Weinberg keeps secrets from us.
Why?
Because he played for the president last night.
Is that right?
In this all-star band with Chuck Berry and Little Richard and Stephen Stills.
Chuck Berry got to perform for the president?
Yes.
Does anybody remember? Wasn't Chuck up on some charges?
I'm sitting there thinking to myself, Chuck went to jail for, transporting little white girls or something across the state lines or something.
What did he go to jail for, Fred?
Well, one was violating the Mann Act, which
is transporting the girl.
Transporting a prostitute across state lines. And the other thing was taxes, I think.
Taxes?
And plus he had that toilet thing going
Well,
on.
that was, he was clear to that.
He was clear to those charges.
And then there was that thing where they had it in one of the...
toilet thing.
Yeah.
Where he was accused of photographing people on the toilet.
Yeah.
And then there was that thing that came out, not necessarily an offense, but it was scandalous, the thing where it was in a magazine where he used to take pictures of him and
all his girls.
women with full frontal nudity of Chuck.
Well, you know what that was all about. He was so afraid that people would accuse him of rape.
Yeah.
That he would make them take the pictures with him nude first, smiling and holding on to each other.
Right.
So he could prove that it was consensual sex.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. You know what? If I was single, I'd be doing that. Come on, tell everyone this is consensual. All right, so here's Chuck playing.
Chuck and the All-Star Band.
All right. This actually does sound like our birthday show. Did Jay Leno call in to the inaugural?
No.
Bill's gonna get this country straight.
Uh-oh.
And Bill goes,
yeah. All right.
Thumbs up time.
How's he going to do all
and
this?
Al Gore's like this.
Like a puppet. What else you got there, Robin?
Little Richard with this all-star band as well.
Good God, it's mine.
He sounds like Chuck Berry.
And Max is sitting right behind him playing drums. That's Max on drums.
Listen to these songs. They're the same. And you notice those guys, even in today, they sound like they're recording for Sun Records, like some old label.
You thought there was a special sound.
Yeah. And what else?
Then, of course, now here's one of the first speeches. Goldie Hawn and Sally Field, they're part of the inaugural gala, but they don't sing, and they don't know what to do, so they march up together.
Yeah.
And Goldie gives
Hawn
this little speech. And she was wearing this dress. I got to show you this dress.
Yeah.
It was cut so low,
Yeah.
it was hardly holding her breasts in.
Yeah.
And I thought Hillary started holding on to the president at that point.
He was ready to run up there. How you doing?
And she kept bending over, and you thought, oh, my God, something's going to fall out. But anyway.
She must have gotten breast implants because she never had big breasts.
Well, they're not that huge.
No, but they're cute.
She cut that dress so low.
Really? It's not good to do that in front of our president. You know,
really? I said this is a dignified celebration.
I'm excited about him being president and everything. I voted for him and encourage people to vote. But this is a guy who might, fall under the pressure of these women
That's
running
right.
around.
Don't show him your chest.
Try to be, just because the guy had a little run-in with these women, don't go around showing the guy your chest.
I get nervous.
Well, here's Goldie. I can't wait to hear her rap.
Good evening, everybody. I'm so thrilled to be here tonight. Oh, with my buddy Sally. This is my very, very first inaugural, and it's the greatest homecoming for me because I was born and raised right here in Washington, D.C.
Yeah! Wow.
And not only that, where are you? Where are you?
She couldn't find the president.
Oh, she couldn't find the
Yeah,
president.
where are you?
Where are you?
He's sitting right in front of us.
Right there. Oh, my dad. Oh, there you are.
They're treating this guy like he's the Pope. It's unbelievable what's going on.
I want to talk directly to him.
Yeah. Well, listen, I mean, if this gets him pumped up, great. Just do a good job.
If this will keep him running for 4 years.
Yeah, go.
I've been running.
This is unbelievable.
My dad was born and raised in Arkansas. Yes, and he played the saxophone. Which is a...
Oh, is she a goof? What a twit. I mean, really. Oh, is she a nutcase?
But she looks great.
Yeah, boy, what I do to her. I love that. I love her ass.
But she gets a little weepy.
Does she? Oh, good.
Amazing, isn't it? Oh, I'm amazed. Yeah. Anyway, he played for every inaugural in this town, from FDR all the way to Carter. And I wish that he could play for you tonight so much. I wish that he could be alive so he could feel.
Is she insane? I wish my father was alive so he could play.
Yeah.
So this is about her father.
Right.
You know what it is? Look, what is she going to say? She's Goldie Hawn. She should really sit home and make those bad movies. She should parade around in a bathing suit is what she should do.
This new, renewed spirit, this unity.
You know what my theory on most actresses in Hollywood is?
What?
And I'm not saying this about Goldie. I don't know what her personal history is. Maybe she's one of the different ones. But most of these bims you see up on the screen, for the most part, it's different for a man. Most of the women, the way they get into show business is they have to perform oral sex or perform some sort of sexual act on producers. It's some, and even if it's...
You really think that's what's going on?
It's not always so cut and clear. It's not always like, hey, get on the couch and have sex with me and I'll put you in a movie. But it's like you sort of have to become part of the Hollywood community, and you sort of have to, start schmoozing with them and constantly be around them. And they're so busy doing all these weird things that eventually, by the time they become big stars, all right, and they don't have to do it anymore, they spend the rest of their days trying to
improve that
image and feel better about themselves. So, they give advice to presidents, they make speeches, they do all kinds of things.
Yeah, because you notice there are no guys giving these speeches except for Michael Jackson.
Right.
I don't know what his problem is.
Well, but I don't know what he is.
This optimism that America is now feeling. Thank you.
There you go.
I think that's the end of her speech.
She should sit home and shut up. She should sit down and shut up. Really, she's there because she's good looking and she's a celebrity. She should get up there and say, look, I'm a big dope. I got nothing to say. But look at me. Look at my breasts.
Yeah, look at my dress.
Look at my dress. Look at me. Mr. President, can you get a good look? Let me walk away from this podium. It's blocking the lower half of me. I'm wearing a mini skirt.
Mini skirt.
Yeah. All right, we'll be back with more inauguration analysis right after these words.
The Howard Stern Show will be back in a moment on 97.1, The Eagle.
9:15 at the Eagle. I'm Les Colinas checking traffic. That accident reported northbound Dallas, the North Tollway at Wycliffe slowing things down. Also stalled 18-wheeler on the Inwood on-ramp to northbound I-35 Stedman, slowing traffic on the service road. An injury accident reported on Cedar Springs at Mockingbird. Plano accidents, Park at Alma and Parker at Spring Creek. Also signal malfunctions at Preston and Campbell. Now this 97.1 Eagle News Update. News to go. The nation's celebrities welcomed Bill Clinton in their own way.
On The Eagle, ladies and gentlemen, Howard Stern.
All right. By the way, Robin, I don't know if you noticed, sitting in the room today, again, Jonathan Lawton.
Yes, I saw him come in.
You know, the screenwriter who wrote,
Under Siege and Pretty Woman.
yes, and got percentages of both movies.
Ooh.
Need I say 80 million Under Siege domestically.
Yes.
What did that movie end up making all around the world?
It hasn't been released in a lot of places yet.
Why is that?
I don't know. Warner Brothers has a pretty good international department. I'm sure they have a reason.
All
But
right.
it'll be out there soon. It probably will make almost as much as it made domestically for them.
And Pretty Woman made how much money total?
400 million.
400 million. And your contract, you got a percentage of the 400 million, right?
Yeah, but, you know, the way they do the accounting, it's...
They can still say they didn't make money after...
No, they say they made money, but not a lot.
But even if you get, what is 1% of 400 million, Robin?
Maybe 4 million?
So you made at least 4 million.
No.
Really? No. All right, thank you. Jonathan, go sit in the
I
corner
don't
now.
understand the movie business.
Me neither. I'm nervous. I mean, if I make 400 million, I don't get at least 1% of that? I deserve to be a millionaire if I generate 400 million.
Sure, I would think so.
That's what I've said to the studios with this movie deal. I said, listen, you don't have to pay me a lot of money. Just make sure I don't want to get the shaft. When the movie makes $150 million, take care of me. I'll make movies for you the rest of my life. It's like Woody Allen.
Did they say okay?
Yeah, sure they said okay. They see what a dope I am. If I make $150 million, give me something.
How come, like I said to you the other day, Woody Allen's movies don't even make that much money?
Right.
How come he's such a millionaire?
You asking me?
Yeah. Yeah, Jonathan should be asking.
Jonathan, how come? Because his movies are cheap to make and they make a certain amount?
By the time you get through cassette and stuff like that, they generally break even, Woody Allen's movie. But you know, he hasn't been making that much money. He's only been getting about $1 million a picture, which by up until recently, which by Hollywood standards is not a lot of money. He wasn't getting that much money.
So how come he can just write out checks for millions of dollars?
Well, but he's been doing it for a long time, you know. He's you know.
And also his early movies made a lot of money.
He made a lot of money in his early movies. He's invested it well and stuff like that. And then what he did, but the reason he did that silly Disney movie with Bette Midler is because they were willing to pay him $3 million just to walk on and do it.
Right.
And that's why he went over and did it. It was, you know, clearly not.
Even Woody goes for the money.
No, he ran to the money, and that's why he started looking elsewhere from Orion, because he just wasn't being paid that much.
Really?
So I don't know what he got on his TriStar movie. Probably a lot more.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, Jonathan. You're certainly up on the business. Let's hope you know what you're doing with my movie.
He's too busy reading everybody else's receipts out.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear his analysis of why my movie bombed. Get to work. Yes?
I have an emergency announcement to make.
Go ahead.
I have just booked Sam Phillips for the Super Bowl party.
Ooh. Get lost.
I explained to her exactly what it was and who was going to be there and what it was about. She said she'd love to do it.
All right, let me get this straight. You're saying the girl who's going to be on the cover of Penthouse, who was naked in here the other day,
Yes.
is willing to come in here next Friday
Right.
and rub all us guys down.
Now, this coming Friday.
A week from this Friday.
No, let's do it this Friday.
No.
What is today?
Today is the what?
Wednesday.
I can't wait a whole
The
week.
20th of January.
You're kidding.
Shouldn't we celebrate each past Super Bowl every day leading up to?
And we should be nude when she massages us?
I told her she'd be wearing the same exact outfit she was wearing the other day, with
Well,
her panties, and that was it.
Right. All right.
We've never, because you know what, we've never done full nudity. I don't know that we can get away with that.
Really?
Yeah, we've never had women completely nude massage us.
Who's seen this?
You have last year.
You're the only witness. All right, very good. Well, that's exciting news. You know my back feels better?
Oh, you.
Look at that. All the pain went away. You came in the wrong week to observe, my friend. Wow. And this is a closed-door party. Last year, Ronnie the limo driver crashed.
Chris, now, how are you going to keep him out?
Oh, he's impossible.
Because you got to get home, you know.
I know.
He's got you.
All right, these are the guys who are allowed to get massages.
Actually,
Gary, you're not getting one this year, right?
I didn't say that.
Oh, I thought you just said before you don't want
Well,
one.
I'm deciding.
All right.
I told her that the people that would be involved
Yes.
would be you,
Yes.
Jackie, Fred, myself, and Stuttering John.
Stuttering John?
And she agreed to that, but
Well,
you know,
you told Stuttering John earlier this morning.
I said he could
was
get
coming.
one massage, Robin.
Oh,
I don't want him here the whole time.
I see. He's going to be disappointed.
And this year, let's move out all of the cart racks, so there's lots of room for massages.
Well, are we doing a show? Freddie's not going to have his cart rack?
Oh, cart
he
racks.
doesn't need sound effects. How about if I'll tell you what, I'll just run everything. I like to watch. I got to admit I'm a voyeur.
Right.
I'll run the whole gig.
Fine.
As long as I can be in here.
Well, if you're running it, you got to be.
Right.
Yeah,
so
okay,
so that's fine.
Yeah, good.
That's enough for me.
That's fine with me. Who cares what you do?
Baba Boo.
All right, let's get back to the analysis of the inauguration.
Yes, now where were we? Oh, we just finished with Goldie Hawn.
Is it Friday yet, Robin?
No, it's not.
All right.
Not even the Friday you're wishing for.
All right.
Macaulay Culkin, who's one of the world's biggest stars at this point in time,
Yes.
gets up and says a few words to the president. Now, I guess they had to have a little cuteness on the show.
Yeah.
Mr. President-elect, Mrs. Clinton, Mr. Vice President-elect, Mrs. Gore, thank you for inviting me this evening. I have two admissions to make. One, this is the first presidential inauguration party I've ever been to. And two, until recently, I didn't even know what a presidential inauguration party was.
Isn't he getting a little too old to be this stupid?
I know, he's acting like a little silly kid, like he's 7 years old, and he's not.
Isn't he like 20 now? Isn't he like... Couldn't we introduce him to John Esposito
They
out
have
there
forbid him to grow, I think.
Can he put that kid down in that hole? Dog collar him?
So we have a place for him?
He's a nice little boy. How old is this kid now?
I think he's about 12.
Yeah, he's 12.
But then again, as far as I'm told,
I don't know what he said. Now I can't even understand him.
I know, gobblegut. It's all right. Judy Collins was there. She's one of the president's favorite singers, and she did her rendition of Amazing Grace.
Amen.
I love it.
Amazing Grace.
Amazing Grace, how sweet
Singing to my grandpappy. Grandpappy Amos.
that sound.
Ooh, we're about to yodel, aren't we? And this, finally, some comedy on the show.
Yeah.
Chevy Chase.
Some comedy. I'm sure he's a scream. What did he do, that stupid Gerald Ford impression
He
again?
came up and he stumbled, of course.
No
and that got a
kidding.
big laugh, and
Yeah.
then he had to open his mouth.
He's not funny at all. Chevy Chase is not funny.
This is his monologue, Howard. Now, remember, this guy has a Fox talk show coming up sometime this year. This is, I guess, a preview.
I don't mean to be insulting to the guy, but I'm just telling you that it's amazing to me that Fox, they hired him, a 50-year-old guy, to get in touch with the youth audience. And this guy, I've seen him on shows, he's never funny.
Maybe he's funny. Give him you've
All
not
right.
heard the monologue.
All right, so he stumbles.
And then he says this.
Well, I can't thank you all by name for coming here tonight, but Saddam, boy, are you in the wrong place.
What does that mean? Tell me, come on, explain it to me.
I guess he was making a Saddam Hussein joke. And he was looking out of the audience, and he thought, he was pretending he saw Saddam Hussein.
How does hair look? I mean, all three strands of it.
He had them nicely placed.
All right.
Anyway, I'll see you all later at the party. Mr. President-elect, or if I may, Mr. Elected President, with all the things going on around Washington and all the fuss and ceremony about my being here. And yes, I will be on the platform with you tomorrow when we take the oath of office. You can bet your running shorts on that.
It was a laugh riot.
Everybody's laughing.
I know. They just laughed nonstop. It didn't even matter what he said.
All right, and who else was there, Robin?
Well, let me see. I've lost my notes. Hold on. Okay, and then Barbara Streisand.
Not long ago, I was,
And where did she get that accent? Not long ago.
Now, she's going to tell the president how he should act.
Oh, yeah, she knows everything now. She is a genius. She's a girl from Brooklyn who can sing nicely, and now she has become a genius.
Yeah.
A political genius.
Like, she's got some concern.
And the voice is a total affect.
Not long ago.
Not long ago. She's a Dracula. Not long ago, I was in Transylvania. What is she, from Oxford now? Not long ago, Mr. President.
I was putting my 4-year-old goddaughter to sleep.
A little piano behind her.
Yeah.
Putting her 4-year-old goddaughter to sleep.
I was like, whose baby is she the godmother of?
Katie Beers.
Started to sing her a lullaby. Rock-a-bye, baby, on the treetop. When the wind blows, the cradle will rock. When the bough breaks, the cradle will fall.
Then the kid picked up duty and threw it at her. Imagine having Barbara Streisand singing little, and you know this
Do you
didn't
think
happen.
this really happened?
No, of course not.
The cradle will fall? I mean, was I supposed to tell her down will come baby, cradle and all? What a frightening thought in a song that's been sung to children for hundreds of years.
We should be arrested for child abuse for singing
You
that.
awful parent.
Yeah.
To soothe them before they go to sleep, right?
Right? What's
I started to think about the fairy tales that we read to children, you know, like Take Hansel and Gretel, where a mother worried about how she and her husband will feed their children in the midst of a famine.
Yeah.
And she says, early tomorrow morning we will take them into the thickest part of the forest. They won't be able to find their way home.
I'm bored. She's
Well,
a
there's
bore.
a point to all this.
Oh, there is?
Yeah.
Oh, I bet you I know the point.
What is the point?
All these scary, horrible stories, but we need Mr. President to make
no,
the world...
thank God we have a first lady like Hillary Clinton
Really?
to fight for the rights of children.
Oh. Boy, I better listen to the rest of this. I want to hear how she got to that.
Well, I don't give you all of that because she drones on and on.
I got a better fairy tale. How about Barbara Streisand gets humble? That's one I'd like to see. So should I move on or should I...
Well, you can go on and play her
All right.
songs.
Oh, I see.
She did two, at least.
I hate her. I know people love her. I don't get any enjoyment from this.
See, this is the song she went into right after the whole rap about Hansel and Gretel. Careful the things you say to children.
Oh, I see. Boy, is Hillary Clinton's big thing looking out for children?
Yes.
That's always the first lady.
Child advocate.
I see.
Also, Barbara did their favorite love song, which is Evergreen for them. Because she promised the president that if he got elected, she would do this.
And the president and Hillary holding hands.
Clutching each other's hands.
There.
Soft as an easy chair. Love, fresh as the morning air. One love that shared by sea.
Come here, Robin.
You getting all misty
Come
over
on.
there?
Come on, honey. That's our favorite song.
Let me hold your hand.
You know I can't resist you during this.
Yeah, it would have been nice if they started making out.
Fred, well, you're two teenagers. Look at Jonathan Lawton.
That's our song.
Did you notice what happened during that song?
What?
Jonathan Lawton was hugging Fred.
Well, that's very sweet.
Go to it, Fred. What was that?
Get your head out of my lap, Jonathan.
Wow. You guys are getting close. Go ahead, Robin.
So also another lecture from Michael Jackson.
All right. Well, let's see. Maybe he's really smart and knows what he's talking about.
It is my hope, President-elect Clinton, that you and your administration commit the resources needed to eliminate this awful disease that took my friend and ended so many promising lives before their time.
Well,
Thinking about AIDS.
Yeah, okay.
And then, of course, he had to sing a song.
Yeah. Well, here's Michael Jackson singing his song. All right.
I wish he had done something so up-tempo.
All right, let's see what he did.
Like a lost sunlight.
Listen to this guy.
Like la la.
He's like Barbara Streisand. Straight getting advice from a black kid who becomes a millionaire at the age of 10, uses the money to disfigure his face and become white through surgery.
Black people are not proud of him, Robin. I don't know if you know that.
Is that right, Howard?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. And finally, the much ballyhooed reunion of Fleetwood Mac.
We'll play that when we get back from commercial, though.
The Howard Stern Show will return in a moment on 97.1 The Eagle.
Step into spectacular savings this week at Vantage Shoe Warehouse's 3-for-1 sale. Buy your first pair of shoes at the already low Vantage Shoe Warehouse price and get your next 2 pairs of equal value or less free. This is Vantage Shoe Warehouse's greatest sale and the sale you've been waiting for. You'll want to stop by early and choose from the largest selection of quality shoes in the country. And that selection of shoes includes more than 100,000 pairs of boots and shoes for women. Entire stock not included. Vantage Shoe Warehouse has 16 convenient locations, and they're ready to serve you. Get to one now and save during the 3-for-1 sale. Buy your first pair of shoes and get your next 2 pairs free. Hurry, sale ends soon at all 16 Vantage Shoe Warehouse locations, including the 10 giant superstores in Dallas, Fort Worth.
Ladies and gentlemen, Howard Stern.
I get a good watch. I need a Cartier. Isn't Cartier, aren't they on the second floor here in this building?
That's Tiffany.
Oh, Tiffany is in there. What are they doing down there?
I guess that's their business office.
Well, you ever see how the women have to dress for work who work at Tiffany?
Don't you feel every time it opens on that door opens on the second floor that you're underdressed?
Well, I always wear sweatpants to work and sneakers and smelly underpants and, you know, because I sleep in my underpants and, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying.
I pleasure myself the night before and I come to work in the same underpants. So, I mean, you know, and I'm always smelling by the end of the day and they open up to the second floor where Tiffany is and these women get on and they're wearing like, you know, Joan Collins hats like in Dynasty? And,
right, they're very Chanel'd out.
Yeah, well, we had a woman on the elevator with us going downstairs yesterday who had like a mystery hat on, like one of those.
The veil?
Not a veil, but like a big. Did you see that, Jackie? You couldn't see her face, but she
I was
really.
going to point her out to you.
Yeah.
The big, huge brim.
Yeah.
And the perfectly round. She was very strange.
You know what that hat says to me? I hate the Howard Stern show.
Yeah, we get some very weird looks.
Yeah, we do.
I know. I'm always. I feel like something's wrong with me when I'm in the elevator with them.
Yeah, when you work on this show, you get that feeling a lot from all these fancy types.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you said Fleetwood Mac got together.
That's right. Their big reunion celebration. Fleetwood Mac gets together for the first time in 20 years. I was like, my goodness. I didn't know it had been that long.
Nobody missed them.
To perform what has become the unofficial anthem of the Clinton administration, Don't Stop Thinking About Tomorrow.
All right. Were they shimmying during it?
Yeah, they called the president and his wife and Gore and his wife up on stage and Hillary, and Chelsea.
I feel so bad for this little girl, Chelsea. First of all, I don't know who's dressing her.
I know the Gore's children aren't being paraded around like this.
Yeah, but I mean, they are dressing her in these very long. She looks like she's like the bridesmaid at
She had on a black bridesmaid's outfit.
Yeah. And you know, when you're 12 years old, you feel real awkward and stuff. You don't want to be on a stage dancing and stuff with your parents.
Well, she doesn't dance usually. She just sort of has her mouth hanging open.
Yeah.
Sort of staring around listlessly, like I don't know what's going on here.
And she shouldn't have to be on display.
Yeah, she should be home watching it on TV like me.
She should be watching with you.
I'll take care of you.
They're dressing her in formal Ellie Mae gear. You know when Ellie Mae used to have to get dressed up on the Beverly Hillbillies?
That's right, and Mr. Drysdale or Jane would take her out.
Yeah. Miss Jane, I want you to take Ellie Mae to the dance. Mr. Drysdale, she's not even interested. She's not even interested. I don't care. Granny wants her to meet some men, and all of Beverly Hills' top bachelors will be at the big thing there. You take her.
Okay.
Boo, but did you see the dress Granny made for her? Why, she'll never fit in. I don't care. Buy her a dress. She'll have a swell time at the hoedown. Now, go ahead. Boo! Boo, booty dash.
I don't know why I have to do this.
They don't pay me enough.
Well, come on, Ellie Mae.
Boo! You got the damn critters and the cement pond, the friggin' monkey.
The funniest thing was last night, every time they shot a picture of the president, right behind him was his mother, who has that skunk hairdo.
Yeah, that's
you
nice.
know, there's that white streak that goes right down the middle of her head.
I like that. Don't make fun of that. Yeah,
That's my thing.
And those Diana Ross false eyelashes.
I like pubic hair with the skunk look. I like when they have the white stripe going down.
I don't know what that means, but
why, Mrs. Clinton, you look like a vomit. You doggy, we actually made ready for the dance. Might have to scalp that critter. Just when you get the truck down, Miss Hathaway isn't here, so you have to take it to the big holdout.
And those eyebrows that reach right to her.
You don't like that look? I love
I
that.
think it's lovely. First lady, first mother.
I say when it looks like a skunk, it smells like a skunk, and I love that.
Man.
That's what I dig.
Oh, God.
Howard Stern doesn't shy away from that kind of look.
Very funny.
I like Vulcan eyebrows.
Also, there's something in page 6 today about Virginia Madsen. They say that Roger Clinton wanted her for his date at the inaugural this week, and something happened. Either he decided to go with someone else, or she canceled on him when she found out he had only booked one hotel room. You decide what you believe.
What a guy. Hey, you know, that's great. Your brother becomes president, and you start calling up movie starlets to be your date. Isn't that great? I'd rather be Roger Clinton than Bill.
Sure, and not have all the responsibility.
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
Go to the great parties. You can get great dates. Everybody wants to go.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
But he's going with somebody from Arkansas or wherever they are from instead. So anyway, today he will be sworn in. Bill Clinton will be sworn in as the 42nd president of the United States.
All right.
There'll be thousands of people lining the streets to watch a parade in which I think they say the participants number something like 10,000. So this is some parade.
Those are the people Bill Clinton should get rid of in this country. All the people who show up at that parade. Any idiot who has the time to stand there and stand at a parade.
Well, some people might have taken vacation to spend time.
Those are the ones you throw out of the country.
Is that right?
Yeah. Anybody there, you just throw them out. Immediately round them up. Any book depository windows around this parade route?
Not.
I don't need anything happening to this guy.
No.
We finally got somebody in there who might,
That's right. We don't want President Gore either, do we?
No, we don't. Or he might actually, not worry about abortion every minute.
Let me ask you something. Do you feel like we're taking over?
In a way, yes. Yes, you and I are running the White House because we have a hotline. In a way, what do you mean, me and you, Robin, or?
No, just our generation. Simply because he's only a couple of years older than we are.
No, I don't. I have no attachment.
I think that's what I got from that celebration last night. Everybody thought like we were all moving into the White House.
No, I didn't get any of that out of there. I don't even feel like people in our generation have all lost touch with how to be young. They're all like old farts. And they all parade around like our parents. They don't wear anything different. They all act like our parents. I don't feel like there's a young generation anymore.
Yeah.
Like when I see like Madonna is hip, I know there's no young generation. I don't know what it is. I don't feel like Clinton's part of
your group.
No. I feel like I'm the only one in my group.
The other thing that I thought was really interesting, do you know that they have film of him meeting President Kennedy?
Yeah, as a
when
little
he was
boy.
A kid?
Yeah.
I think that's phenomenal.
Yeah, that is phenomenal.
That tape still exists.
Yeah. It's really weird. I feel going from Barbara to Hillary is no change.
Oh, how?
I don't.
That's ridiculous.
I don't mean in terms of mindset. I feel like everybody's old. I don't feel like anybody's youthful. I don't feel like anybody has any youthful thoughts.
Even though they're dancing to Fleetwood Mac.
Although man, does that turn me on when I see the two of them shimmying with each other. Like Gore and Clinton didn't dance with each other.
It's the two girls.
And they were looking at each other in their eyes and shaking their heads. That was what? Did that turn anybody else on? No?
Howard, I think you're alone. You are in a group by yourself.
I bet you Bill could get the two of them in the same.
Bill is looking better to me, though.
Well, that's what happened.
They used to say that
he looks like
was
a winner.
A handsome guy.
Yeah.
And now, he's getting handsome.
Oh, yeah. Now you can take him seriously. He's the president.
So anyway, that's
Robin Clinton.
No.
Interesting. First lady.
First lady
of our country.
What would be my little pet project?
Children. Mrs. Robin Clinton. I'll need an agenda. My pet project will be my nails, but I'll hide that from the public. I'll pretend that my real pet project... I wonder what it could be. Let's see, Hillary was children, but I don't want the same thing as her.
No, I can't do that.
Vibrator reform would be too out there. I need something that is presidential. kidding, the wife of a president.
Lady Bird with trees.
I know. Waterbeds for the homeless.
There you go.
That'll be my issue.
Waterbed for the homeless.
Let me check the first breasts. They are magnificent today. Let me look in the mirror. Everything looks good for Bill tonight.
That's my job, keeping myself up for the president.
These bodacious tatas will keep him happy. He won't stray like he did with Hillary.
I'm serving my country.
I'm serving my man. I know I have to cancel my seaweed wrap because the press will have a field day otherwise. I'm Mrs. Robin Clinton, and I should conduct myself in a manner befitting the First Lady. While all I care about are my nails and my foot rub, I will pretend that I have other issues that I must address during my presidential day. And everyone will think Bill is running the country, but I will be running it.
Secretly in the power behind
Mrs.
the throne.
Robin Clinton. But I will keep Bill happy. I'll eat peaches off of Bill's belly in the Lincoln bedroom. And champagne and candles and vibrators. And he will love me more than any woman on the planet when I show up in my teddy. Yes.
He will never have been so satisfied.
Yeah. And on weekends, Bill will chain me to the Camp David refrigerator. Like so many boyfriends before. And he will enjoy this because I'm Mrs. Robin Clinton, the First Lady of our country.
But when he was standing at the grave of John F. Kennedy yesterday,
right. Yes.
I really felt he was Kennedy-esque.
Really?
Yeah.
You got caught up in it?
Well, he just
wow.
he's taking on a whole new look. I don't know what it is.
Well, he's when someone...
The presidency is doing him good.
It makes you presidential. They've often said that. It's very hard for people. That's why usually the incumbent wins. It's very hard for us to visualize somebody as presidential. But when they become president, suddenly you look,
they take on that aura.
He is the president. Look, even as big a gork as I am, and I'm 7'5", and I got shoes as big as Herman Munster's. I'm going to tell you something. If you elected me president, you would say, Howard is very presidential in his own way.
I don't know if that could happen. You might change that.
You think so? You don't think no matter what happens?
You know what? The presidency has lost its luster.
My fellow Americans. What's happening? You don't look presidential. Hello, everybody.
Dial and date.
I'm your Dial and date. Jamie. This show blues. Hey, how you doing? Maybe in the movie I should become president of the United States. What do you think of that? That's a funny scene.
A dream sequence.
But I see you as the First Lady, bro.
No, I would love to be First Lady.
I'll write a book about my cats. Alexander and the other one.
Alexander, it's Max.
Max and something.
And Tut. King Tut.
And King Max and King Tut. Max Alexander.
There you go.
While I'm writing my book about the cat and everyone thinks I'm an animal lover, I'll secretly get my nails done twice today. And no one will be the wiser. I'm Mrs. Robin Clinton. I'm telling you that it will be presidential all the way. Meanwhile, Bill will love me more than any woman on the planet. I'll keep him happy. Meanwhile, while everyone thinks I'm worrying about children's issues, I'll be torturing the White House interns. Everyone will think my cats are named Max and Tut, and they will think that I'm an animal lover. But what they don't secretly know is that those are the names for my breasts, Max and Tut. And they are only for Bill, because I am Mrs. Robin Clinton, First Lady of the United States of America. Yes. Bill gets all three inputs.
Oh,
why not? He's
not presidential.
Made you First Lady.
No. In the Lincoln bedroom, forget about it.
Maybe I've gone too far. I would lactate for my Bill. All right, very good.
Oh,
I like that. I like you as First Lady. Let me take a break here. Do I have to take a break?
Movie, Robin Quivers, First Lady.
Hey, Jonathan, can you write that while you're write an extra movie for Robin? Yes, today I'll Bronsky the Chief.
The Howard Stern Show will be back in a moment on 97.1 The Eagle. Tonight at 7 on Paramount 21 KTXA-TV. You are in the year 2193. You've taken a chemical known as TXP Violent pain overwhelms you. A rush of energy overtakes your mind and body. You see a swirl of light. Then, instantaneously, all is black. You have just experienced time travel. Welcome to the past, Eagle.
You know what I was thinking for lunch? I would have a different kind of lunch today. You know what I'm thinking of ordering for lunch today?
What?
You know what I'm thinking of getting for lunch today?
What?
I would like Chinese food, but here's what I would like. All right, now follow this. White rice with chopped up chicken, broccoli. Like a little, what kind of sauce could I get on it that wouldn't be too fattening?
Huh, if you don't mind the salt, just
a little brown sauce?
A little brown sauce.
Yeah, they could put that on the side, couldn't they? So I could pour it on myself? Little brown sauce.
No
MSG. Would that be healthy for me?
That would be very healthy.
And not fattening, right?
Not fattening.
What is in the brown sauce?
Oh, I don't know. They might put a little sugar in it.
Oh, they do. Well, I don't want all that plum stuff. I want
Yeah, but that's a pasty kind of thing.
I want a simple brown sauce, Robin.
Yeah.
You know, like a
just a little soy.
A little salt, that's right.
A little soy in it.
Chives in it or something.
Yeah, tell them a simple brown sauce on the side.
Like a dumpling sauce.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
A dumpling sauce.
Anybody else want anything? Jonathan, what do you want? What about Chinese food? Just tell me what you want.
Like spicy peanut, like honey pepper.
What?
Kung Pao chicken? Where am I going to get that? All right, spicy chicken. All right, I'll get you something. Well, so I got Jonathan the albatross hanging around. I'm buying him lunch.
An expert on Chinese food. Kung Pao.
Kung Pao. He's talking Chinese all of a sudden.
Jonathan doesn't understand when you offer that you're not supposed to accept.
Exactly. He hasn't learned to say no. Robin, you want to order anything?
No.
Fred?
See, I know.
I don't think so.
You know what?
I know not to order.
Yeah. You're a good friend. Jackie? Oh.
That's right.
You're doing this just to get me.
Figures I'd get exciting with my food when Jackie goes on a diet. I'm a nut.
The whole office is a buzz that you switch potatoes.
What?
That you're eating
sweet potatoes.
Sweet potatoes instead of regular ones after, 9 years?
Yeah.
No, don't you think it's time for a change?
They're a lot more nutritional, right?
What, did he, yeah.
Yeah, but...
Maybe I should
Not that you're going to eat them, but you just know that.
He knows it, but it does him no good. That they're nutritionally better. Maybe I should cut up one of the sweet potatoes into my Chinese food.
You could do that.
Wow, that'd be wild.
Or why not? Oh, well.
Go ahead, say it.
You're having the rice, though.
Yeah.
That's a carbohydrate.
Yeah, that's a carbohydrate. That's enough. Wonder if I'll be happy with this selection.
Well, you know what? You always have the potatoes and turkey to fall back on.
If I don't like it.
If you don't like it.
Good. All right. Enough said.
I can't believe that he does the same thing with the turkey and sweet potatoes that he did with the white potatoes. He slaps that turkey on the sweet potatoes.
I can't eat them otherwise.
Oh, I just think I can't admit it because the sweet potato is sweet.
You going to buy some lunch?
Yeah, I'll order for you guys.
Yeah. All right,
I'll get a menu to Jonathan. He can circle something.
Just order him something. To hell with it. I'm
Spicy
so
chicken?
hungry. I want to eat like now.
You don't have time for Jonathan
Yeah, I don't
to
have
order.
time for Jonathan.
Okay.
You know, I was just being polite. He was supposed to say, no, I already ate.
All right.
How are you going to get Chinese food at this time of the morning?
Can we get it this fast? If we can't, just cancel
They order it. As soon as Jackie gets off the air, they used to order it.
Yeah, Lum Yi's open.
Lum Yi.
Lam Ying, whatever.
Jackie knows the name of each Chinese restaurant in the area.
Sure. Go walk there blindfolded.
Well, that's what she probably is going to be doing. Open a
Always
restaurant.
open.
Hey, let me order on the air.
Okay, let me get...
This way we can't
Get
screw up.
Lum Yi on the phone.
Get Lum himself. Because I want a brown sauce, but I don't want it all hacked up.
Right.
So Gary will go, meanwhile, while you're finishing the news, Robin, let Gary go see if he can contact Lum Yi, get him to come on the air.
I just wanted to say that Bill Clinton will be sworn in today under his full name, William Jefferson Clinton.
William Jefferson Lawton Clinton.
Lawton?
Yes.
He changed his name?
That's right.
Last night, on his last day as president, George Bush tried not to usurp the spotlight. He didn't give any speeches yesterday. He was very low profile. Just had a little dinner in the White House for a few friends, and he had Billy Graham over.
Why all these guys are... Like, let me ask you something. If I was president, I wouldn't want anybody over on my last day. What do you say to Billy? Why do you have Bill Graham? Billy Graham.
I don't know.
Reverend Billy Graham. What do you do with him all night? Like, is he that great a guy that you hang with him?
He's had him to the White House a couple of times. Maybe he just likes Bill.
I guess. What do you say to each other the whole day?
I understand that Billy Graham is also going to say a prayer for Bill Clinton.
Oh, is he?
Today.
Oh, good.
Yeah, everybody likes Billy Graham or something or other.
Yeah, God listens to everything Billy Graham says. He's got a pipeline right to God.
Yeah, he's got an office right next door.
Yeah, the rest of us are schlubs. What a great business. I was so stupid going into this business. It's too controversial. I should have just been a guy.
Why didn't you go into religion?
Yeah, I should have gone into religion. I know I would have been good at it. Because all you dopes would have followed me.
You say you were Jesus and everybody...
Yeah.
Tonight on one of those tabloid shows, they're going to have a guy who has 2 wives. And he just married this... He got his wife to let him marry a 16-year-old girl.
Yeah?
And they interview the 16-year-old girl in the promo. And she says, well, he is our leader. And I will do what he says.
Yeah, that's the business I should be in. I know I blew it.
I love it.
What else is doing, Robin?
Today, what was I going to say? I don't know. Lost my train of thought.
Today is the first day in the rest of your life?
The rest of my life, yes. The Senate Judiciary Committee yesterday opened its hearings on nomination of Zoe Baird.
Zoe?
Yes.
Is that
you
Zoe?
call her Zoe, I call her Zoe.
No, is it Zoe or Zoe?
I think we've been calling her Zoe.
Okay, go ahead.
It looks like Zoe to me. How do you spell Joe?
All right, go ahead.
Zoe Baird.
Yes.
Zoe Baird.
Yes.
She is the woman who's been nominated for Attorney General. Of course, she had that little incident, Howard, where she hired an illegal immigrant as her nanny.
Right.
So she has paid a fine for this and apologized, and as an excuse, yesterday she told the Judiciary Committee that she was thinking more like a mom at that time.
Right.
I allowed myself to be more concerned about the difficulty we were having in child care than I was concerned about this situation. Quite honestly, I was acting at that time really more as a mother than as someone who would be sitting here designated to be Attorney General.
So in other words, mothers are the criminals in this country.
Right. So what's the deal? You think she's going to get nominated? I mean, she's going to get...
she's going to get nominated because then she had this little interchange with Strom Thurmond, who was on the committee.
As I understand, you admit you did wrong. Is that correct?
He sounds like Sam Kinison.
Yes,
You're sorry you did wrong?
absolutely.
You're repentant for doing wrong?
Yes, sir.
You won't do it again?
You can be sure of that.
And it won't affect your work as Attorney General?
I think not.
What did he say?
Hey, all thing you're wrong, Attorney General.
I ain't been Attorney General. What did he say?
And it won't affect your work as Attorney General.
Mushmouth. Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, whatever you say. I'll kiss your ass now.
Yes, just nominate. Just approve me.
Just approve of me.
But anyway, she also says that it was more her husband's decision. She really left it up to him.
Yeah.
So she's, squirming out of this anyway she can.
Right. Yeah. Like her husband's involved in that.
Also, the Internal Justice Department found that FBI Director William Sessions engaged in misconduct regarding the use of government cars and government funds for his personal use.
Yeah.
Apparently what he was doing was saying that, he was doing government business when he was really, just taxing himself around for his various things.
Right.
And spending money to buy things that he just needed in his personal life. And now he's being cited for these unethical practices, and I guess he's going to have to pay back some money. He says he really didn't do anything wrong.
I see things are going astray here. Hey, Gary, order the Chinese food.
Where is he?
Well, I think he's waiting for me to do it on the radio, but you know what? I'm really hungry. I'm not turning this into a bit. Just order the Chinese food.
Okay.
Thanks. You do it. I can see I'll never get lunch otherwise.
I thought he was going to just come back in and I'd have stopped for a minute while you did that.
Nah, it's all right. I'm too hungry to even make a bit out of it.
Iraq is in the news as well today. Saddam Hussein, offering an olive branch to our new president-elect, decided to order a ceasefire yesterday in honor of the new president, saying that the attacks on him by George Bush were a personal vendetta, and he'd like to get off to a better start with the new president.
Right on.
However, the Clinton administration is saying they're still taking the same kind of attitude as the Bush administration on the Iraqi situation, and if they do not comply with UN resolutions, bombing could continue. Also in the news...
Bombing schmomming. I want Chinese food.
And all of a sudden, all you can think about is that hunger eating inside
you. Yeah, I got a hunger eating inside of me.
Apparently, we're finding out more and more about what happened to Katie Beers when she was in that bunker under the power of John Esposito, the man accused of keeping her captive for 16 days.
Do you think Jackie should change his name to Beers? Does he drink so much of it?
Anybody should be called Beers. It's Jackie.
Jackie Beers Martling?
That's your new name.
Jackie Beerman Martling.
Apparently, Howard, Katie was chained after he had kept her in the bunker for 2 days, because when she saw, there was apparently one of those closed-circuit cameras,
yes,
so that she could see the police roaming around outside.
Right.
So she started beating on the ceiling, trying to get their attention.
Yes.
So it was after that he chained her to the wall to keep her from being able to do that and notify the police. Katie also says that the whole incident started when he took her out shopping for a doll. After that, he brought her back to the house and showed her some games. She played a little bit, and while she was playing the games, he came over to the couch and tried kissing her.
Right.
Then she said he started unrolling the rugs, and then it was like she was in a cave or a tunnel, and he just dragged her down into this bunker and left her there. He would only visit her once a day, bringing her food. She asked him to visit twice a day, but he said, no, the police are on his tail, and he can't do that. He also had her make that tape that he played over the phone for her aunt, Linda Inghilleri.
Yes.
At first, Katie tried to trick him, and she made a tape saying that Uncle John had her down in the basement. But John caught it and then went back and had her make another tape, the one that was actually played over the phone.
So depraved, this guy.
Yeah, so he touched her sexually while she was down there, chained many times.
Many times.
Since gaining her freedom, she's been living in a foster home, awaiting the outcome of a custody battle between her mother and Suffolk County. So that's what's happening with Katie right now. Esposito is being held on $500,000 bail, and he's expected to be indicted today on charges that include kidnapping and sexual abuse. His lawyer was on TV last night complaining that poor John is being kept in a cell 23 hours out of the day. He's losing weight. He's very depressed. I'm very upset.
Sounds like Jackie. Depressed, losing weight.
And locked up 23 hours a day.
And living in that hellhole in Bayville. That's it. But
quite frankly, I don't care what John Esposito feels.
You know, what should be done with this guy? Let me think of a good torture for him. I say cut off his feet. Cut off his feet, Robin.
All right, start with cutting off his feet. You're going to stop there.
Well, first we throw him in a hole.
Okay. Well, he's in a hole.
All right, wait, don't throw him in the hole yet. All right, he's in a cell right now, right? All right, you cut off his feet, and you put them in a blender. All right? And then they blend up his feet into a concoction, a very thick concoction, and they force him to drink it so fast that he chokes to death.
Oh.
What do you think of that? He chokes on his own feet.
You've done that before.
All right, well, let's see. You don't think that's good enough for him?
No. First of all, maybe, since he's complaining about being alone 23 hours a day, lock him up with the general population.
How about this? That's okay, but...
No, you know what they'd do to him.
They'd rape him, but he'd enjoy that.
I don't
You
know.
tie a rope around his genitals,
Yes.
all right? And then you tie a huge rock to the other end.
Oh, there
And
you go.
And you throw it off a cliff. And he is dragged by the genitals over the cliff.
I like that.
You like that one?
I like that one.
Enough said.
That's what we can do. Woody Allen and Mia Farrow met face-to-face again yesterday and came up with an agreement that will keep them out of court, at least for a little while.
So the two of them are going to tie rocks to their genitals and throw them off a cliff.
What they have decided to do, now you explain to me what's going on here. Woody Allen has agreed
Yes.
to stop seeking visitation with two of his adopted children.
Oh, I'm so sick of that guy, that Woody Allen.
Wait a minute, listen to this. He's agreed to give up the demand for visitation in exchange for Mia Farrow allowing Dylan to get psychiatric help that she's been denying her.
All right, so
he will be allowed to see his son Satchel. That's going to resume. But he has given up any attempts to have visitation right now with the other two children, which would have required him testifying in court later this month. Now, according to Mia's attorneys, she says she doesn't think Woody Allen wants to talk under oath anytime soon. And that's why he's agreeing to this.
I see.
He says, of course, that Dylan needs the psychiatric help and he'd do anything.
Well, he is the guilty one in all this because he's dating Mia Farrow's daughter. It's sick. And, by the way, I received a fax about what to do with John Esposito.
Oh, really? What does it say?
Someone a lot more creative than me has come up with this one. Cut open his stomach and hang him with his own intestines.
Oh. But will he be alive?
During the what? Hanging?
No, yeah.
Yes.
He will.
There are ways to remove people's intestines without killing them.
I've never heard of such a thing.
Or crazy glue his tongue to the bottom of a bus headed for Los Angeles from New York. So the whole trip will be crazy glued. His tongue will rip out. Rat thing.
He could still be dangerous that way.
Why, you'll
be happy to hear that Governor Cuomo has announced his new plans for the budget of the state of New York. He proposed a $59.1 billion state budget yesterday that includes a baby tax, Howard. You're probably going to just miss this.
Good.
Since you're getting out of the baby-making business.
Yes.
Because from now on, if this is passed, Governor Cuomo would like every baby born in New York to have to pay $17.
I see what you're saying. So, in other words, when a baby is born, you have to pay a $17 tax?
Yes.
So each person comes... That's distasteful.
Well, he says it's to pay for some mandatory state testing that's done on about 300,000 babies a year.
All right, then let it go. What can I tell you? They tax everything now. I guarantee you that all these taxes are unnecessary.
Also, he wants to increase the tax on a pack of cigarettes by 21 cents. That would be the highest in the country, I think.
Even that's unnecessary.
And he wants to delay a planned tax cut.
All right. Let him do what he wants. I have no idea what he's doing.
You're not going to argue with him anymore.
No, all of these taxes are unnecessary. New York has ridiculous benefits that they pay people. It's just the whole structure is completely off. They take in way too much money, and they do too little with it. And it's going to all the wrong things. It's very simple to solve, but nobody has any balls, and nobody will ever have any balls, because if you're a politician, you always want to get reelected, and you want everyone to be your friend.
Well,
you put me in office... Personally, I don't have any friends.
For one term, right?
One term, I go in and I cut everything. Every program you can think of.
But then somebody else will get into office and just screw things up again, Howard.
Well, hey, listen. For 4 years, you're going to have a guy in there who's on your side. You vote for me. Whatever election's coming up next, Senator, Congress, whatever it is,
just
vote for me. Vote me into something. Get an organization together and really start to get behind me, because... Now they're taxing babies. Next they're going to be taxing women's periods. That's the next thing. Every month you're going to have to pay like 15, 16 cents. You're going to see, Robin. And the longer the period, the more you got to pay.
Oh, dear.
You'll be paying by the day. And they'll figure out something else to tax and tax and tax. And meanwhile, it's all a bunch of garbage. Garbage.
And garbage.
And garbage, too. You're right. It is garbage.
Also in the news, Howard, I didn't know if you heard about this. Spanish-language TV viewers have seen some shocking footage of a man killing his wife at a cemetery in North Lauderdale, Florida. What happened was a news crew with the Spanish-language Telemundo network was doing a story on a man's grief over the suicide of his teenage daughter. Unexpectedly, the girl's mother arrived at the cemetery just as they were standing at the cemetery observing the girl's grave.
Yes.
The tape then shows the man shooting the woman 12 times. Police say he had blamed the woman for his daughter's recent suicide. After recording the shooting, the cameraman sat down and, still recording, viewers can hear him frantically calling for help. The man jumped into his car and drove away and still has not been found, to my knowledge.
Yeah.
But they have it all on tape.
That's good. Keep showing more violent behavior to Spanish audiences.
It was on TV last night. It's really incredible because everybody's just screaming. Nobody will get near the guy. His wife's laying on the ground. He's just pumping bullets into her. It's incredible.
Too bad I wasn't there. I would have jumped him.
You would have stopped it.
Stopped it. I would have ran for the hills.
Taking pictures. Never tries to stop it at all. Well, that's what's happening.
Well, thank you, Robin. And, of course, another exciting program. We spent the program introducing ourselves to new markets. We only got to 2 people.
So far, they only know the interns.
That's right. Wait till they get to the real bulk of the show, the meat of the show. And we will see you tomorrow. Don't forget Butt Bongo Fiesta. I'm going to read you a letter I got. I'm going to leave you with this thought if you haven't ordered it yet. And I really hope that you do, because you'll get it in 2 to 3 weeks. I know the commercial we're running says 4 to 6 weeks. That's wrong. But I'm going to leave you with a letter I got. Robin, you'll like this letter.
Okay.
I'm just vamping till I can find it.
Oh,
right.
It's really not a letter I'm going to like?
Here it is. Howard, I just received my copy of Butt Bongo Fiesta. Praise the Lord, a glorious celebration of breast tissue. I enjoyed every segment of the video. However, the hottest moment for me was the short glimpse of Robin in the nun's habit at the Philadelphia funeral. You know, you never know what people are going to like.
Yeah.
I had no idea these repressed feelings for my grade school nuns existed. It's going to take me a while to sort this out, and this is signed Jennifer Tilly, the actress.
Oh, stop.
Just kidding. By the way, Jennifer Tilly is going to be a guest on this program tomorrow.
No.
She's coming in to explain herself and what happened.
You're kidding.
No. She wants to explain what happened.
I would like to know.
Yeah, so would I. I'll definitely be here for tomorrow's show. I don't care if my wife gives birth.
You're going to come anyway.
The following letter from Greg Gumbel, the very famous brother of Brian Gumbel, who is also the host of CBS Sports. I guess during halftime he does an update.
And he's also going to be the voice of their Olympic coverage this year.
Just a note to say, and this is for real, just a note to say, it's on Greg Gumbel stationery. Just a note to say, I received the 2 copies of Butt Bongo Fiesta that I ordered. I sent one to my best friend in Chicago and took the other one over to the hotel in which Terry Bradshaw stays here in the city. We laughed nonstop from start to finish. Congratulations on a real winner.
Is that from Greg?
Yep. Hi to all over there. Best, Greg Gumbel. It's endless. Everyone is singing our praises. The big review that we just got in media. In
Film Threat.
Film Threat and Cleveland City Reports, the media column.
Oh, okay.
Here's a guy who hates us, who is disgusted by us, and he says the following. It is a masterpiece of adolescent addle-brainedness.
But a masterpiece nonetheless.
Not since Wayne's World has there been such a poorly executed and miserably produced piece of garbage that I've enjoyed so much. What can I say? Everybody loves it. And you will too. But you got to pick up the phone and order 1-800-52-STERN. I'm taking it off the market in a couple of days, and that will be the end of it. It is amazing, isn't it, some of the reviews we get? It's amazing what we accept as a compliment. It's amazing that I would read that.
You can't insult us.
No, evidently. Evidently, everything is a compliment. The idea that
You're
just...
right about us.
That's right.
Look at this. The U.S.'s richest black businessman is dead at the age of 50.
You know, I meant to bring that up. You talk about Malcolm X and all these characters. Let me tell you
Nobody even knew about this
Malcolm
guy.
X was a big troublemaker, and the only thing he ever did was scream about the white devils. Big
well,
deal.
I wouldn't say that, but
But,
go ahead.
all right, we differ on that. But here is a guy who just died, and this is somebody that blacks should look up to. This is a role model.
I'll bet you get some blacks on the phone and ask them if they know who Reginald Lewis is.
Oh, none of them know. And Reginald Lewis was a great man. Reginald Lewis was born a poor son of a sharecropper. Or something like that. Reginald Lewis. Give me a black man on it. Where is it? Gary, I should have done this earlier. Get me a telephone book and give me one of those black names out of there.
Baba Booey.
All right? This is a man, for the rest of you who don't know this. Reginald Lewis became one of the biggest what would you call him, an entrepreneur?
Yes, he's an entrepreneur.
The biggest entrepreneurs in the United States. He became the head of a very big corporation.
He was the largest shareholder of TLC Beatrice International.
Beatrice International, which makes all that food.
Yeah, everything's made by Beatrice.
Everything is bad for you. What do they make? Like Yankee Doodles or something?
All that stuff.
All that
I'm
junk
sure.
food.
Everything got a little Beatrice in the corner.
Little Beatrice. Anything you're eating is a Beatrice. But, no, Beatrice, a very big company, fine company. This is a guy who became their CEO, their top dog. And this is a guy, a black guy, who was very entrepreneurial, always conducted his life like race didn't matter. He saw opportunities and he grabbed them. Whatever he could get, whatever he could do. Started out what, delivering newspapers?
I don't know that much about it myself.
Very industrious.
He was delivering the Afro-American for $15 a week.
He delivered the Afro-American.
He was also a standout athlete and a student at Dunbar High School.
Did he go to Dunbar? I think Gary graduated there. Dumbbell you went to, right. That's right. All right.
Baba Boo.
And this was a proud black man. I'll tell you how proud this guy is. Here's a guy. Did you read this? You know that this man never would use aspirin? And
Why?
people say,
Why was that?
He was too proud to pick the cotton out of the bottle.
Oh,
that's how he felt. No, I'm being serious about it.
Just disgusting.
He's a fabulous. All right, let me call black people.
I can tell you how I know this.
What?
I can tell you how I know that they're black. Not only have I chosen black names, but I've also checked their addresses.
Okay, very good.
They're all above.
You're convinced.
They're above 100th Street. I would say that's a pretty good guess.
You're convinced unequivocally.
If there's 3 digits in your address in Manhattan.
What can I offer as a prize if they know the answer?
Oh, I have some prizes.
Do you? Yes, hello. This is the Howard Stern radio show calling. I'm wondering
We're doing a little survey.
We're doing a little survey. Can we speak to you on the air? If you can answer a question, perhaps we'll give you a prize. Would that be okay?
I don't think so.
Please.
It's a simple question.
Simple question. Can I do it just for a second?
Okay.
All right, very good. Hi. I'm asking the following question. How are you, ma'am? Okay. Oh, let me put you on here. Okay.
Yeah, could you let us
I'm
talk to
sorry.
her too?
All right, we're doing an informal thing. Gary, what are some of the prizes this woman can play for? Go get a list of prizes, okay? I'll give you a prize no matter what, just because you're good enough to come on the air with us. How's that?
Okay.
All right, okay. Robin, ask the question. What's the man's name?
Do you know who Reginald Lewis is?
Do you know the name Reginald Lewis?
No, I don't.
Have you ever heard of this guy?
No.
All right, can I ask you a question? Are you black?
I am.
All right. Reginald Lewis is the guy who was the CEO of Beatrice.
The richest black man in America.
Richest black man in America.
Oh.
But very few black people know about him. And I'm saying he is an excellent role model for the black community. Because I am black and Robin is black, and I am saying that...
why don't we know this man?
More so than Malcolm X.
Or Refrigerator Perry.
Or Refrigerator Perry, we should know this man. This is the man that should be celebrated. Am I correct? Yes. Do you know who Larry Crackhead Davis is?
No, I heard of him.
You heard of him. But
you have not heard of Reginald Lewis.
See?
I don't think so.
Don't you think that's a crime against our people?
Is that a conspiracy?
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
You've been very honest. I'll tell you that. But I think there's something wrong with that. That we don't, our black community does not get...
yeah, why don't we know about him?
Because the white people are keeping him from us. All right. Now, what prize do we have for this woman?
We have Guns N' Roses CDs.
Would you like Guns N' Roses CDs? Are you a fan of them? She doesn't like them. She's older, I can tell.
Front row tickets to see Richard Pryor at Westbury Music Fair.
You want front row tickets to see Richard Pryor?
Richard Pryor?
At
Westbury? I don't do too much going out.
Oh, is that right?
Do you have a VCR?
No, I don't.
Let me ask you something. Do you know the name Rodney King?
Yeah.
All right. Do you know the name Sinbad?
Yes.
Do you know the name Pigmeat Markham?
I heard, but I don't know him.
Right.
I don't know none of them, but I mean, I've,
and
seen
yet,
him on TV.
The name Reginald Lewis is not a well-known name.
Yeah.
And here's a woman who's been around the block. All right, what other prizes you got?
Well, here, you look at them and you can...
Let me see what else you got. Would you like a Alice Cooper video?
No, geez.
All right, I'll pass on that for you. Hey, how about the movie The Hand That Rocks the Cradle? You want a copy of that?
She doesn't have a VCR.
Oh, you don't have
No, I don't.
You do not? I see.
No.
How about Jeopardy Home Game?
I watched that.
So They want the home game?
Hey, I got something good for you. How about the New Jack City T-shirt?
Oh. How I'm going to get
Wait a second. Come here, Tom. What do you say? Wait a minute. Tom, our general manager, Tom Ciapisano, wants to say, give her what?
Give her a VCR and the movie.
Who's paying for
Who's paying for the VCR?
I'll get the VCR.
You can get this woman a VCR?
Wow.
Whoa.
Did you hear that? You're going to
Ma'am,
get a VCR.
You hear that?
I am?
This is your lucky day.
Oh, wow.
All right, let me tell you what you're getting. I don't even believe it. I can't believe.
Tom, what happened to him?
Tom is insane.
Did he fall and hit his head?
You know what? Let me just check one more time if our general manager hit his head on the floor.
Oh, my God.
Let me tell you what you're getting now. You are going to get... Let me tell you something. You know what I feel like? This is African Queen for the Day. It really is, isn't it, ma'am?
Thank
Did
God.
you ever watch the show Queen for the Day?
You know, they never had an African Queen for the Day.
And you know why? Because the white man kept him from us.
That's right.
All right, I am going to give you... Let me tell you what I'm giving you.
Yeah.
I'm giving you a VCR. I'm giving you the
Give
following...
her all the video.
I'm going to give you video so you got something to watch on this stupid thing.
Okay.
I'm going to give you the following videos. Alice Cooper video. I'm going to give you the Enough's Enough video. I'm going to give you The Hand That Rocks the Cradle. It's a scary movie. You like scary?
Oh, sometime I watch it.
No, why not? Now you got a VCR.
Cadence is a movie also.
What do you got?
It's called Cadence.
Cadence?
I don't know what it is, but we have
It's
6 of them.
the Martin
Well,
Sheen.
cable, I have cable.
And I'm going
And
to...
Charlie Sheen.
I'm going to throw in a New Jack City T-shirt.
Okay.
Because New Jack City is one of the great black films.
Congratulations.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. How am I going to get it?
When is she going to get it? You going to put her on hold?
Yeah,
let me
hold on.
talk to her.
Yeah, you know what? I'd like to see you get it myself. I'd like to be there when you get it. Let me tell you something. Congratulations. And remember the man's name. What name did I ask you? Reginald
Louis something.
Lewis.
Reginald Lewis. Tell everyone you know about him.
Tell all your brothers and sisters. I know where you live up in there in Harlem or something there.
Yeah.
You go up there. You go out on the street.
Shout this from the rooftop.
Say, if Reginald Lewis can do it, so can we.
From the what? From the who?
From the rooftop.
Rooftop.
Reginald Lewis at last.
Oh,
Reginald
okay.
Lewis at last. Thank God
Okay.
Almighty, Reggie. You know what I'm saying. And by the way, I want to thank one of the greatest black men who ever lived, Tom Ciapisano, for donating.
I'm not getting jinked to this.
You are not. You are absolutely getting a VCR.
No,
and,
this is for real.
And you have my promise.
Oh, okay.
All right, hold on, and we'll give you more detail.
Okay.
All right, hold on. Well, a very lovely woman who won herself a VCR.
Isn't that great?
Where did that come from?
I
The
don't
Tom-
know. Tom just was overwhelmed or something.
Well, there you go. She is not getting jaked. Maybe we are, but she's not.
She's getting Reginald. She just didn't know it.
Well, there it is, Robin. A very sad indictment on our black society that
Yes. And I feel that we are partially responsible, Howard.
because we are
in the media.
we're the
and
white
we
media.
kept his name quiet.
That's right. Robin and I are the white media, and we know that. All right, Robin. We have to leave now. Tomorrow, I will conduct a more thorough survey of blacks on the
Yes,
street.
we must continue.
Yes.
In his death, Reginald will be known. He will not have died in vain.
And you will see there will not be one black person who's aware of the name Reginald Lewis. I'd like to see Warner Brothers come out with a movie about this
him.
instead of Spike Lee. Let me tell you something.
Wait a minute. There's already been a Michael Jordan movie. Where was the Reginald Lewis movie?
And Michael Jordan, all he does is bounce a stupid ball. Big dope.
Magic Johnson, I'm told, is a role model.
Another dope.
Where is Reginald Lewis in the scheme of things?
Reggie Jackson, I know. Man
Reggie Lewis, you don't.
Man who hits a ball with a stick. That's the worst for these black kids. They all think they grow up and hit a ball with a stick. So they fail at that because not everyone can be in the major leagues, and they run around with a bat and hit me in the head with it. All right, Jackie, you're on. For a catalog of Jackie's products, write to Off Our Rockers, Box 62 East Norwich, New York, 11732. And for dirty jokes and to order a copy of his video, Who Farted I Smelt It, call the all-digital 516-922-WINE. Remember, 516-922-WINE is just a regular call. Go see Scott the Engineer every Friday night, spinning the hottest new music at the Country Club on 85th Street in Manhattan. And once again, our number, 1-800-52-STERN for those videos, brought to you by Infinity Ventures and me, if you want to get Butt Bongo Fiesta. All right, Robin, I'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am. This is Howard Stern on the Eagle.